Welcome to Quiet Lives. Before we drift into tonight's journey, if you find sanctuary here, please consider subscribing to join our community of rest. I would love to know which corner of the world you are finding peace in tonight, and what hour it is where you are. Feel free to share your story in the comments below. Now, let's begin. A soft golden warmth begins to stroke your cheek, a gentle, insistent caress from the rising sun. You feel the very first subtle touch of Acapulco morning light filtering through the sheer linen drapes of your master suite, painting a luminous, elongated stripe across the cool, polished travertine floor. A faint, salty breeze, almost imperceptible, whispers past the open balcony doors, carrying the distant, rhythmic breath of the Pacific. A soft, continuous sigh that deepens the quietude. You remain effortlessly nestled for a moment longer in the cool, smooth embrace of the Egyptian cotton sheets. The crisp, finely woven fabric yields just enough to your form, cradling you in a serene comfort that speaks of quiet, understated luxury. A subtle invitation to linger in this moment. You allow your awareness to slowly expand, noticing the precise, comforting weight of the duvet over your body, perfectly balanced against the ambient coolness of the air-conditioned room. A gentle, unhurried stretch begins to unfurl through your limbs, a languid, deliberate movement that starts at your fingertips and extends down to your toes, waking each muscle with a quiet, internal sigh, releasing any lingering vestiges of sleep. Slowly, your eyelids flutter open, adjusting to the diffused brilliance that now fills the spacious room. You gaze towards the expansive, floor-to-ceiling glass doors, where the vibrant azure of the ocean meets the soft, hazy blue of the morning sky in an unbroken, infinite horizon. The view is a clean, sharp division, a silent testament to the villa's privileged cliffside perch, offering an unparalleled panorama. The lush, verdant canopy of tropical foliage just beyond the terrace railings appears almost emerald in the nascent light, still holding delicate, sparkling droplets of morning dew on its broad leaves. You watch as a solitary frigate bird glides effortlessly on an unseen current, a dark, elegant silhouette against the brightening canvas of the sky, its wings barely moving, a picture of serene freedom. With a soft, almost imperceptible exhalation, you begin to shift your weight. The fine weave of the sheets whispers against your skin as you carefully push them back, allowing the morning air to touch your bare arm, a refreshing, awakening coolness. You bring your knees up, then slowly pivot, your bare feet seeking the cool, solid surface of the floor. The large, precisely cut slabs of travertine feel smooth and cool beneath your soles, a grounding sensation that connects you firmly to the earth beneath this magnificent structure, firm and unwavering. Each step is deliberate, unhurried, as you move towards the sleek, minimalist bedside table. Your fingers trace the cool, smooth curve of a hand-blown glass carafe, condensation beating delicately on its surface, a subtle, refreshing texture against your skin. You lift the matching tumbler, its weight reassuring in your palm, and pour a small measured amount of chilled, filtered water. The sound is barely perceptible, a soft, muted gurgle, a tiny ripple of liquid in the quiet morning air. You bring the glass to your lips, feeling the cool, smooth rim, and take a slow, hydrating sip. The water is pure, exquisitely refreshing, a clean, crisp taste that washes over your palate, preparing you gently for the day ahead. You set the glass down with an equally soft, almost silent click, the sound absorbed by the tranquil space around you, leaving only stillness. You stand for a moment beside the bed, allowing the subtle growing warmth from the filtering light to settle on your skin. The warmth of the morning sun, now higher in the sky, begins to deepen on your skin as you rise from the comfortable bed. You feel the subtle shift in temperature from the cool porcelain of your empty water glass to the growing embrace of the tropical air. A natural inclination draws you towards the open balcony doors, where the gentle murmur of the ocean you noticed earlier now becomes a clearer, more inviting presence, a constant, soothing hum in the background. You leave the bedside, your bare feet padding softly across the cool, smooth travertine tiles. Each step is unhurried, a gentle rhythm against the distant, constant hum of the ocean. The smooth stone feels comforting and substantial beneath you, warmed subtly by the increasing intensity of the sun filtering through the sheer drapes. As you approach the threshold, the air becomes distinctly warmer, carrying the fresh, clean scent of the sea, mingled with a faint, sweet hint of jasmine from the gardens below. You step out onto the expansive, pale stone tiles of your private cliffside terrace, the transition from cool interior to warm exterior. A pleasant, deliberate sensation. Your gaze sweeps across the panoramic vista, the vast expanse of the Pacific stretching out to meet the sky in an endless, shimmering blue. The distant sound of the waves, which was a muted whisper moments ago, now becomes a more defined, rhythmic roar against the cliffs below, a powerful yet soothing sound that reverberates gently. The vibrant greens of the meticulously maintained tropical foliage just beneath the terrace cascade down the hillside, a rich, layered texture that softens the angular lines of the villa's modern architecture. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the clean, saline scent of the ocean to fill your lungs, mingled with the subtle, sweet perfume of bougainvillea that blooms nearby, a delicate, almost ethereal fragrance. A soft, almost imperceptible knock sounds from the suite's main door, and a moment later, a discreet attendant glides in, moving with practiced quietude. They carry a small, polished rosewood tray, its surface gleaming softly in the morning light, bearing a single, pristine white porcelain cup, a matching saucer, and a small, delicate silver spoon. The rich, earthy aroma of freshly brewed coffee precedes them, a comforting, complex invitation that settles gently in the air around you, a promise of warmth and subtle flavor. The attendant places the tray on the low, minimalist table beside a comfortable, woven outdoor lounge chair, then offers a slight, respectful nod before silently retreating, their movements almost soundless, leaving the space undisturbed. You approach the table, drawn by the delicate tendrils of steam rising gracefully from the dark liquid in the cup. The porcelain feels warm and smooth as your fingers curl around it, a pleasant, grounding weight that conveys the temperature of its contents. You notice the precise angle of the spoon resting on the saucer, the subtle gleam of its polished silver contrasting with the matte finish of the ceramic, a small detail of meticulous presentation. You settle into the deep cushions of the lounge chair, the tightly woven material yielding perfectly to your form, supporting you in a relaxed posture as you face the magnificent ocean view. The sun, now higher, casts a brilliant shimmering path across the water, a moving mosaic of light that dances on the surface. You lift the cup, bringing it slowly towards your lips. The warmth from the porcelain transfers gently to your hands, a soothing sensation that prepares your senses for the taste. The first sip of the bespoke blend is a revelation, rich and dark, with subtle, complex notes of roasted cocoa and a clean, lingering finish that truly awakens the palate, a gentle awakening. It is perfectly balanced, a testament to the careful selection of beans and the expert preparation. The lingering warmth of the bespoke coffee in your system gently blends with the increasing heat of the mid-morning sun on your private cliffside terrace. You feel the subtle shift in the air, a natural invitation to seek the cool embrace of the infinity pool that shimmers just beyond the lounge chair where you've been savoring your drink. You rise slowly from the deep cushions, the woven material sighing softly as your weight lifts. Your bare feet find the familiar pale travertine tiles of the deck, now warmed by the sun, a pleasant contrast to the cool interior of the villa. Each step is unhurried, a gentle padding sound that blends with the distant, rhythmic crash of waves against the rocks far below. The air carries a clean, faint scent of blooming jasmine, a subtle undercurrent to the fresh, salty breath of the ocean. As you approach the pool's edge, the turquoise surface stretches out, seemingly merging with the vast expanse of the Pacific. You pause at the precise point where the water meets the polished quartz coping, a seamless transition. Lowering 1 foot, your toes gently break the surface. The water is perfectly temperate, a precise, refreshing coolness that instantly envelops your skin, feeling silken and yielding. Tiny concentric ripples spread outwards from your touch, catching the brilliant sunlight in fleeting, delicate patterns. With a slow, deliberate motion, you slide into the water, allowing it to rise gradually, first around your ankles, then your knees, a gentle, liquid embrace. The sensation is one of effortless buoyancy, a soft lifting as your body's weight is eased by the element. A soft, muted lapping sound accompanies your entry, quickly fading into the background hum of the environment, leaving only the soft swish of water against your skin. You push off gently from the side, allowing yourself to drift freely towards the infinity edge. Your body finds its natural equilibrium, floating with almost weightless grace. You turn onto your back, the water supporting your head and neck with perfect ease, your ears partially submerged, muting the external world to a gentle, distant echo. Your eyes lift to the boundless blue above, the sky an unbroken canvas, occasionally streaked by high, wispy clouds. You feel the almost imperceptible current of the pool's sophisticated filtration system, a gentle, rhythmic push that guides you subtly across the water's surface. A slow, almost unconscious paddle of your hands keeps you gently oriented, your fingers tracing soft, dissolving trails through the water. Each movement is fluid, effortless, creating miniature eddies that disappear as quickly as they form. The sun's light dances on the water around you, creating shifting patterns of brilliance and shadow, a quiet, mesmerizing play. You close your eyes for a brief moment, simply feeling the sun's warmth on your eyelids, the cool, consistent water against your back, and the soft, distant sound of the ocean, a symphony of calm. The sensation of being suspended between the vastness of the sky and the deep blue of the Pacific is profoundly calming, a feeling of absolute peace. You remain in this state of suspended tranquility, the subtle shifts of light on the water playing across your closed eyelids. The rhythmic lapping of the infinity edge, blending with the distant ocean, becomes a soft, steady pulse, a quiet heartbeat against the quiet of the morning. Every muscle in your body feels deeply, thoroughly relaxed, held in the gentle, consistent embrace of the water, inviting a deeper sense of surrender. The cool, enveloping water of the infinity pool now feels like a memory as you gracefully emerge, the air immediately warmer on your skin, a gentle contrast to the lingering coolness of the water. A large, plush towel, thick and soft against your touch, is draped over a nearby chaise lounge. You reach for it, feeling the deep pile absorb the droplets from your skin with gentle efficiency, the soft friction, a subtle, comforting sensation. The process of drying is a quiet shift, from the uniform coolness of the water to the soft warmth of the air on your now dry limbs. You move towards a small, shaded alcove near the pool, where a light linen caftan hangs, ready for you. The fabric is a delicate, breathable weave, a pale ivory that feels almost weightless as you slip it over your shoulders. It settles around you with a soft rustle, a whisper of fabric against fabric, offering a comfortable, airy covering that flows freely with your movements. The light material creates a gentle movement of air against your skin as you begin to walk, your bare feet once more finding the familiar, warm travertine of the terrace. A discreet pathway, paved with smooth, irregular river stones set into fine, pale gravel, beckons you away from the immediate pool area and deeper into the villa's private tropical gardens. Each step along this winding route produces a faint, satisfying crunch beneath your weight, a soft, organic sound that blends seamlessly with the distant, gentle chorus of unseen birds. The air here is subtly different from the open terrace, less saline, richer with the humid breath of green life and the promise of hidden blooms. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy of palms and broad-leafed plants, creating shifting patterns of light and shade on the path ahead, a dynamic, natural mosaic. As you wander deeper, the air grows heavy with a symphony of delicate, natural perfumes. You pause beside a cluster of white frangipani blossoms, their waxy petals unfolding in perfect symmetry, each one a miniature work of art. You lean in, inhaling slowly, deeply, allowing the intensely sweet, creamy scent to fill your senses, a pure, intoxicating fragrance that lingers on the breath, a moment of profound sensory pleasure. Your fingers lightly brush against a smooth, cool petal, feeling its velvety texture, a momentary, gentle connection to its fragile beauty. Further along the path, crimson hibiscus flowers unfurl, their delicate stamens reaching out, and while they offer little scent, their vibrant color is a visual feast against the deep green backdrop, a striking natural contrast. A low, gentle buzz of unseen insects provides a soft counterpoint to the rustling leaves, a quiet, industrious hum that speaks of the garden's lively, thriving ecosystem. You notice the intricate patterns of dew still clinging to the broad, dark leaves of a philodendron, catching the light like scattered diamonds, each droplet sparkling with its own tiny brilliance. The air is still and warm, yet with a refreshing softness, a perfect balance that invites a leisurely, unhurried pace. You trace the smooth curve of a polished wooden handrail that borders a slight incline, its surface warmed by the sun, feeling the aged grain beneath your fingertips, a connection to the natural material. The subtle scent of damp earth and rich compost rises from the beds, a grounding, natural aroma that is both fresh and ancient, a deep breath of the earth. You find a secluded bench, crafted from dark, smooth teak, almost hidden beneath the cool, dappled shade of a flourishing plumeria tree. You settle onto its cool, solid surface, the caftan rustling softly around you as you find your comfortable position. From this vantage point, you observe a small, iridescent hummingbird darting with impossible speed between fuchsia-colored blossoms, its tiny wings a blur, its presence a fleeting, sparkling jewel in the verdant expanse, a moment of vibrant life. The subtle warmth of the sun on your eyelids, a gentle reminder of the morning's progress, prompts you to stir from the comfortable teak bench. The air around you still carries the sweet, heady fragrance of plumeria and the grounding scent of rich earth, a beautiful, lingering memory of your quiet repose. You slowly push yourself upright, feeling the smooth, solid wood of the bench give way as your weight shifts. the delicate linen caftan rustling softly around you with the movement, a whisper of fabric. A barely discernible path, paved with meticulously placed, flat river stones, stretches further into the more secluded corners of the villa's sprawling gardens. Each step along this winding route is unhurried, your bare feet finding the cool, smooth surface of the stones, interspersed with the finer, almost silken gravel. The path is bordered by tall, slender bamboo, their leaves creating a soft, whispering sound as the lightest breeze passes through them, a rhythmic, almost hypnotic sigh that accompanies your gentle progress. The sunlight here is softer, filtered through a denser canopy of exotic trees and broad-leafed plants, creating a more intimate, shaded atmosphere, a mosaic of light and shadow dancing on the ground. You follow the gentle curve of the path, the ambient sounds of the garden shifting subtly around you. The distant roar of the ocean becomes a deeper, more resonant hum, a constant, comforting backdrop to the closer, more delicate chirps of hidden birds and the soft rustle of leaves. The air grows cooler here, a welcome respite from the direct sun, yet still holds a pleasant, balmy humidity that feels soft on your skin. You notice a slight opening in the dense foliage, a carefully cultivated break in the natural growth, revealing a hint of sculpted stone and a deeper shadow, an invitation to a hidden sanctuary, a space designed for quiet contemplation. Stepping into this secluded alcove, you find a small, perfectly proportioned space, a natural indentation in the cliffside that has been artfully enhanced with subtle touches. The walls are of cool, unpolished stone, a natural gray-green hue, softened by climbing vines with glossy, dark leaves that cling with delicate tendrils. The floor is composed of large, irregular slabs of pale, smooth flagstone, cool and firm underfoot, each stone precisely fitted. Here, the sunlight falls in gentle, shifting patches, dappling the stone and the plush, custom-made daybed that occupies the center of the space, creating a serene play of light and shadow. The daybed is an exquisite piece, crafted from dark, aged teak, its surface polished to a soft sheen that reflects the filtered light. It is generously piled with thick, natural linen cushions in shades of cream and soft sage, inviting immediate, deep comfort. You approach it slowly, your fingers tracing the smooth, cool fabric of one of the cushions, feeling its substantial yet yielding quality, a promise of rest. The air in this alcove is still, carrying a faint, clean scent of damp stone and the subtle, lingering sweetness of distant blossoms, a quiet blend of nature and refined comfort, a perfect harmony. You settle onto the daybed, sinking gently into the soft, supportive cushions. The linen caftan spreads around you, its delicate fabric a cool layer against your skin, settling with a soft whisper. You arrange a large, square cushion behind your back, feeling its firm yet pliant support as you recline, finding the ideal position for ease. The dappled sunlight dances across your knees, creating moving patterns of light and shadow, a serene visual rhythm that holds your gaze. A small, low table of dark, polished wood sits beside the daybed, holding a single leather-bound book, its pages a soft, inviting cream, a quiet companion. You reach for the book, feeling the rich, supple texture of the aged leather cover beneath your fingertips. The gentle warmth of the dappled sunlight on your knees, a quiet companion to the words on the page, subtly shifts as the sun climbs higher in the sky. A new, delicate aroma begins to waft into the secluded alcove, a clean, bright scent of freshly sliced citrus and cool herbs, gently drawing your attention from the leather-bound book. The faint, distant murmur of the ocean, a constant presence, now seems to carry this inviting fragrance on its soft, warm breath, hinting at the midday meal. You slowly close the book, feeling the rich, supple leather of its cover settle under your fingertips with a soft, almost inaudible sigh. You place it carefully on the low, polished teak table beside the daybed, its weight a comforting, solid presence. With an unhurried motion, you push yourself upright from the plush linen cushions, feeling their gentle yielding, then their silent return to form. The delicate linen caftan rustles softly around you as you rise, a whisper of fabric against fabric. You retrace your steps from the quiet sanctuary, your bare feet finding the cool, smooth river stones of the winding path once more. Each step is deliberate, creating that familiar, soft crunch of gravel, a soothing rhythm that guides you. The dense canopy of tropical foliage parts gently as you emerge from the shaded tranquility of the garden alcove, transitioning back into the brighter, yet still softened light of the villa's main veranda. The air here is warmer, more open, carrying the full, enticing scent of the prepared lunch. The veranda is a study in understated elegance, perfectly positioned to capture the expansive ocean views while remaining comfortably shaded by a precisely angled louvered roof. A long, dark wood dining table, exquisitely polished, awaits. Its surface gleams softly, reflecting the muted light. Each setting is meticulously arranged, crisp white linen napkins folded with geometric precision, delicate, hand-blown glass tumblers that catch the light, and gleaming silver cutlery laid out with perfect symmetry. A single pristine white orchid, its petals like sculpted porcelain, rests in a minimalist vase at the table's center, a touch of refined natural beauty. As you approach, a discreet attendant moves with silent efficiency, placing a large, shallow ceramic bowl before your chosen seat. The bowl holds a vibrant, artfully arranged ceviche, its colors a fresh palette of crimson, green, and pale white. Thin slices of ruby red tuna are interspersed with bright avocado, finely diced cucumber, and a scattering of fresh cilantro, all glistening with a delicate lime dressing. The aroma is bright, tangy, and invigorating, a perfect counterpoint to the warmth of the day. A tall, slender glass of chilled, sparkling water, garnished with a single translucent lime wheel, is placed beside your plate, condensation beading delicately on its cool surface. You settle into the comfortable woven chair, its back offering perfect support, and pick up the cool, smooth fork. The faint, pleasing clink of the silver against the ceramic bowl is almost imperceptible. You lift a small, precisely portioned forkful of the ceviche to your lips. The first taste is a burst of cool, fresh lime, followed by the tender, yielding texture of the tuna, and the subtle crunch of the cucumber, a delightful interplay of sensations. Each ingredient is distinct, yet perfectly harmonious, a testament to thoughtful preparation. You take a slow, refreshing sip of the sparkling water, feeling the tiny, dancing bubbles on your tongue. A crisp, clean sensation that cleanses the palate. You pause between bites, allowing your gaze to drift out towards the vast, shimmering expanse of the Pacific. The ocean's rhythmic breath continues, a deep, steady sigh that underscores the quiet enjoyment of your meal. The gentle breeze, now carrying the faintest hint of the delicate lunch, brushes softly against your cheek. The gentle warmth of the afternoon sun, which had been a pleasant companion during your artfully prepared lunch on the shaded veranda, now begins to soften, taking on a mellow golden hue. You feel the subtle transition in the air, a quiet signal that midday is giving way to the tranquil approach of evening. The faint, tangy aroma of citrus from your ceviche has dissipated, replaced by the natural, clean scent of the ocean and the distant, earthy perfume of the garden. You rise unhurriedly from the comfortable woven chair, feeling the deep cushions gently release your form. The polished, dark wood of the dining table, where your lunch was so thoughtfully presented, gleams softly in the diminishing light. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the peaceful stillness of the veranda to settle around you, a quiet moment of transition before the evening unfolds. Your bare feet find the familiar, smooth travertine floor, cool beneath your soles, guiding you back into the villa's interior. As you step inside, the air becomes noticeably cooler, a precise, consistent temperature maintained by the villa's discreet climate control. The subtle hum of the system is barely audible, a low, comforting background presence. You move through the spacious, elegantly appointed living area, where the light filtering through tall, slender windows casts long, soft shadows across the pale stone walls. Your attention turns to the evening ahead, to the quiet ritual of selecting a wine from the villa's carefully curated collection. A short, deliberate walk brings you to a heavy, precisely crafted wooden door, its dark, aged oak surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips. You push it open with a soft, almost soundless click, revealing the entrance to the villa's private cellar. The air inside is immediately cooler, carrying a distinct, complex aroma, the subtle sweetness of aged wood, the earthy dampness of stone, and the deep, rich fragrance of dormant wine. The lighting is soft, diffused, emanating from concealed sources that cast a gentle glow on the rows of bottles. You step onto the cool, unpolished slate floor, the uneven texture a grounding contrast to the smooth travertine, rows of bottles, precisely racked in custom-built cedar shelving, stretch before you. Each bottle rests at the perfect angle, its label a silent testament to its origin and vintage. Your gaze moves slowly along the labels, tracing the elegant script and intricate designs. You reach out, your fingers lightly brushing against the cool, smooth glass of a particular bottle, a subtle tremor of anticipation. The label is a classic, understated design, hinting at the quiet quality within. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you slide the chosen bottle from its resting place. The subtle friction of the glass against the cedar rack creates a faint, dry whisper. You hold the bottle, feeling its satisfying weight, the cool glass warming gradually in your palm. You turn it slowly, admiring the deep, rich color of the liquid through the dark green glass, a promise of depth and character. The cork, sealed beneath a thin foil, awaits its moment. You notice the tiny, almost imperceptible dust motes dancing in the soft light that filters through a small, high window, illuminated by the fading afternoon sun. You carry the bottle with careful, unhurried steps back towards the main living area, the cool glass a pleasant weight in your hand. The air outside the cellar feels subtly warmer again, a soft contrast. The setting sun now casts long, deep shadows across the villa, painting the horizon in soft hues of orange and rose. You gently place the chosen vintage on a polished credenza, its dark wood reflecting the bottle's elegant form. The quiet anticipation of the evening's unfolding, marked by this single, perfect selection, settles around you, inviting a deeper sense of calm. The chosen vintage, resting quietly on the polished credenza, marks the subtle transition from the day's gentle rhythm into the soft embrace of evening. The golden hues of the setting sun, which had painted the sky moments ago, now deepen into warmer amber tones that stretch long, soft shadows across the villa's elegant interior. A quiet sense of anticipation, a prelude to an evening of quiet contemplation, settles around you. You move away from the main living area, your bare feet padding softly across the cool, smooth travertine floor that continues throughout the villa. Each step is unhurried, a gentle, almost silent rhythm that carries you towards the private sanctuary of your master suite. The air remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, comfortable coolness that offers a refreshing contrast to the fading warmth of the day outside. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the Pacific is a constant, soothing presence, a deep, resonant hum that accompanies your movements. Entering your suite, the light is softer here, filtered through the sheer drapes that still frame the expansive ocean view. The space feels inherently private, a personal haven designed for tranquility. You walk towards the large, custom-built wardrobe, its doors crafted from a rich, dark wood, precisely fitted and seamless. Your fingers brush against the cool, smooth surface of a door handle, feeling the finely brushed metal, before you gently pull it open. The movement is fluid, silent, revealing a curated collection of garments. A faint, clean scent of cedar and fine fabric greets you from within the wardrobe, a subtle, comforting aroma that speaks of meticulous care. Your gaze falls upon a garment hanging gracefully, its presence distinct amongst the others. It is a long robe, crafted from the finest pure silk, a deep, rich indigo that seems to absorb the soft evening light, shimmering with an understated luster. You reach for it, your fingertips making contact with the incredibly smooth, almost liquid fabric, feeling its cool, delicate weight. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you lift the silk robe from its hanger. The fabric cascades downwards with a soft, ethereal rustle, a whisper of pure silk on silk, a sound that is both delicate and luxurious. You hold it for a moment, letting the cool, flowing material drape over your hands, feeling its exquisite lightness and the subtle, almost imperceptible texture of its weave. The indigo color seems to deepen as it catches the ambient light, a rich, calming shade that promises serenity. You turn, allowing the robe to fall open, and slowly slip your arms into its soft sleeves. The silk glides effortlessly over your skin, a sensation of cool, smooth indulgence. It settles around your shoulders, then flows down your back and limbs with a fluid grace, its weight barely noticeable. You draw the front panels together, the edges meeting with a soft, quiet sigh of fabric. Your fingers find the slender silk sash, cool and smooth, and you tie it loosely at your waist, the knot forming with a delicate, almost silent friction. The silk feels like a second skin, a comforting, elegant embrace. You stand before the full-length mirror, not to examine your reflection, but simply to feel the way the silk drapes and moves with the slightest breath, a flowing silhouette in the soft, ambient light. The gentle rustle of the fabric is now a continuous, soft presence, blending with the distant ocean sounds. You feel a profound sense of calm, perfectly prepared for an evening of quiet contemplation. The silk, a soft, elegant cocoon. The subtle shimmer of the indigo fabric catches the last vestiges of twilight, reflecting the deepening tranquility of the moment. The indigo silk robe, a second skin of luxurious comfort, flows around you with a soft, continuous whisper as you leave the quiet privacy of your master suite. The soft, ambient light of the early evening deepens its rich, calming hue, reflecting an understated luster that shifts with your subtle movements. A quiet sense of purpose guides you, preparing your senses for the transition into the villa's grand salon, a space of refined tranquility. Your bare feet glide with unhurried grace across the familiar cool travertine of the corridor, a gentle, almost soundless rhythm carrying you through the hushed expanse. The distant, steady sigh of the ocean, a constant, deep presence throughout the villa, becomes a familiar companion, a soothing backdrop to the quietude within. The air here remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, comfortable coolness that offers a subtle, refreshing contrast to the fading warmth of the day outside, an engineered perfection. As you near the entrance to the grand salon, a subtle change in the air's resonance, a feeling of increased space, hints at the expansive chamber beyond. The quality of light also shifts, becoming more ambient, less directly filtered, diffused evenly through the generous proportions of the entrance. You push open a tall, silently pivoting door, its dark lacquered wood moving with an almost imperceptible sweep, revealing the elegant expanse. You step across the threshold, and the profound, cool smoothness of polished marble immediately greets your bare feet. It is a distinct, luxurious sensation, firm and exquisitely smooth, a cool, grounding embrace that draws out any residual warmth from the day. Each individual step resonates with a subtle, almost inaudible glide, a delicate friction that is barely there, a testament to the mirror-like, meticulously maintained finish of the stone. The marble is a pale, creamy white, threaded with delicate, almost ethereal veins of soft gray and hints of warmer beige, a natural artwork underfoot, cool to the touch. The grand salon unfolds around you, a truly vast, open space designed for quiet elegance and expansive views. Soft, indirect lighting from concealed linear fixtures casts a warm, gentle glow across the high ceilings and the meticulously finished walls, highlighting the subtle textures of Venetian plaster and finely brushed metal details. Large, minimalist sofas, upholstered in a pale, textured linen, invite a sense of deep repose, their clean, architectural lines perfectly complementing the expansive proportions of the room. A profound quiet pervades the space, broken only by the very distant, muffled rhythm of the waves, a sound that seems to originate from far below the cliffside, a deep, continuous breath of the sea. The air is utterly still, carrying only the faintest, clean scent of polished wood, and perhaps a hint of a sophisticated, subtle diffuser that releases a delicate, almost imperceptible fragrance of white tea. You notice how the polished surface of the marble floor reflects the soft, diffused light, creating a shimmering, almost liquid effect underfoot, extending the visual sense of space and openness. The consistent, cool touch of the marble rises gently through your feet, a deeply grounding sensation in the vastness of the room, connecting you to the solid foundation of the villa. You pause here, in the center of the salon, allowing the profound stillness and quiet grandeur of the room to envelop you completely. A serene embrace. The silk of your robe whispers softly, with each imperceptible breath you take, a delicate, almost unheard counterpoint to the quiet magnificence of the surroundings. The profound, cool smoothness of polished marble beneath your bare feet in the grand salon still grounds you. A steady, luxurious presence that connects you to the villa's elegant foundation. The soft, ambient light of the early evening, which had settled into the vast space, now deepens subtly, hinting at the approaching twilight. Your indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with each breath, a delicate counterpoint to the quiet grandeur of the room. You remain in the center of the salon for a moment longer, allowing the deep stillness to envelop you, a quiet sense of peace. Then, with an unhurried grace, you begin to move, your bare feet gliding almost imperceptibly across the expansive, cool marble floor. Each step is deliberate, a soft, frictionless movement that carries you towards the far side of the room, where immense, floor-to-ceiling glass panels frame an unbroken panorama of the Pacific. The air remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, comfortable coolness that offers a refreshing contrast to the fading warmth outside. As you approach the ocean-facing expanse, the distant murmur of the Pacific, which has been a subtle undertone, now begins to swell, becoming a more pronounced, rhythmic lull. It is a deep, continuous breath, an ancient song that rises and falls with hypnotic regularity. The light beyond the glass is a soft, diffused silver blue, reflecting the vastness of the water and the deepening hues of the evening sky. You notice the subtle shift in the light, from the interior's warm glow to the cool, ethereal luminescence of the outside world. A low, deep lounge sofa, upholstered in a soft, breathable linen, beckons you with its inviting presence. Its clean, architectural lines complement the expansive view, perfectly aligned to face the endless horizon. You approach it, feeling the gentle give of the plush, oversized cushions as you slowly lower yourself onto its surface. The linen fabric, cool and slightly textured against your skin, yields perfectly, cradling your form with a quiet sigh. Your indigo silk robe settles around you, its flowing material, a soft, comforting presence, a delicate rustle that fades into the background. You lean back into the deep support of the cushions, allowing your head to rest gently. Your gaze drifts out beyond the glass, towards the vast, darkening ocean. The horizon line, once a sharp division, now softens into an almost indistinguishable blend of deep blue and muted gray as twilight deepens. You observe the subtle, continuous movement of the water, the way the surface shifts and glistens even in the fading light, reflecting the last vestiges of the sky's soft glow. The rhythmic sound of the distant waves becomes the primary focus, a soothing, repetitive cadence that fills the space with its natural harmony. You close your eyes, allowing the visual world to recede, and fully immerse yourself in the auditory landscape. The deep, resonant thrum of the waves, a consistent ebb and flow, washes over your senses. It is a sound both powerful and gentle, a primal rhythm that speaks of timelessness and peace. You feel the subtle vibrations of this distant motion, almost imperceptible, resonating gently through the quiet air around you. Each wave, a soft, rolling exhalation, seems to draw any lingering thoughts from your mind, carrying them out into the vast expanse. The air in the lounge is still, carrying only the faintest, clean scent of the ocean, mingling with the subtle, sophisticated fragrance of the villa. The rhythmic lull of the distant waves becomes the sole focus, a deep, continuous breath that invites your own to slow and deepen, carrying you further into the tranquil evening. You simply listen, allowing the steady pulse of the ocean to guide you into a state of profound, effortless calm. The gentle, consistent rhythm is a soft, unwavering invitation to drift, The rhythmic lull of distant waves, which had been a constant, soothing presence from your ocean-facing lounge, now begins to recede gently into the background as the evening deepens. The cool, polished marble beneath your bare feet in the grand salon offers a continuous, grounding sensation, a luxurious anchor in the vast, quiet space. Your indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with each imperceptible movement, its rich hue deepening in the ambient light. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, linen-upholstered lounge sofa, feeling the plush cushions yield and then gently rebound as your weight shifts. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, a subtle contrast to the fading warmth of the day, envelops you. With unhurried grace, your bare feet glide across the expansive marble floor, each step a soft, frictionless sound that barely disturbs the profound stillness of the salon. Your path leads you away from the ocean vista, towards a more secluded wing of the villa, where quiet contemplation awaits. A tall, precisely crafted wooden door, its surface a deep, lustrous mahogany, marks the entrance to the villa's private library. Your fingers brush against the cool, smooth brass of the handle, feeling its solid weight, before you gently press it inward. The door pivots with an almost imperceptible sigh, a soft, hushed sound that invites you into a world of quietude and refined thought. The air within is immediately distinct, carrying the subtle, complex aroma of aged paper, fine leather, and polished wood, a rich, comforting blend that speaks of quiet hours spent in pursuit of knowledge and leisure. You step onto the deep, hand-knotted wool rug that covers the library floor, its thick pile offering a soft, yielding warmth beneath your bare feet, a comforting contrast to the cool marble outside. The room is enveloped in a soft golden glow from concealed lighting fixtures, illuminating rows of meticulously organized books that line the walls from floor to ceiling. Each volume, a testament to thoughtful curation, stands proudly on custom-built mahogany shelves, their spines a rich tapestry of colors and textures. The distant murmur of the ocean is now a faint, almost imagined hum, replaced by the profound silence of this dedicated space. Your gaze drifts along the shelves, tracing the elegant titles and the varied textures of the bindings. You allow your intuition to guide you, your fingers lightly brushing against the cool, smooth spines of leather-bound classics, the slightly rougher texture of linen-covered volumes, and the delicate, almost imperceptible grain of older, well-loved editions. You pause, drawn to a particular volume, its spine showing the gentle wear of many readings, a subtle softening of the leather, a quiet invitation. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you slide the chosen book from its shelf. The subtle friction of the paper against the wood creates a faint, dry whisper, a delicate sound in the quiet room. You hold the book, feeling its satisfying, familiar weight, the supple leather cover warmed by your touch. The faint scent of old paper, a dry, comforting aroma, rises to meet you as you turn it over in your hands, admiring the delicate tooling on the cover, a mark of bespoke craftsmanship. You move towards a plush armchair, upholstered in a deep, rich velvet, positioned beside a tall, slender window that looks out onto the moonlit tropical gardens. The velvet feels incredibly soft and inviting as you sink into its deep cushions, the fabric yielding perfectly to your form. The silk of your robe rustles softly as you settle, then become still. You open the well-worn book, the pages making a soft, delicate flutter, a gentle sound in the serene evening. The soft glow of the reading lamp casts a warm, focused light upon the creamy pages of your well-worn book, each word a gentle whisper, In the quiet library, the rhythmic breathing of the night outside, the deep, distant hum from the ocean, continues its soothing lull, a constant, comforting companion to your quiet contemplation. You feel the plush velvet of the armchair cradling you, its deep cushions a soft, yielding embrace as the evening deepens around you. A soft, almost imperceptible shuffle of footsteps on the thick, hand-knotted wool rug breaks the profound stillness, a delicate sound that barely registers at first. You slowly lift your gaze from the page, a quiet acknowledgement of the gentle presence. A discreet attendant, your personal mixologist, appears silently at the edge of your vision. They move with practiced grace towards a small, elegant bar cart, its polished chrome gleaming softly in the dim, ambient light, its wheels making no sound on the deep pile of the rug. The attendant approaches the bar cart with unhurried precision, their movements fluid and quiet. Your attention is drawn to the delicate, almost musical sound of ice against crystal. A gentle clink is perfectly sculpted. Clear ice cubes are carefully placed into a tall, slender glass. Each cube falls with a soft, distinct chime, a delicate percussion in the hushed room. A soft whoosh of air as a stopper is removed from a bottle, then the quiet, measured splash of a clear liquid being poured, a precise stream that fills the glass with a subtle, shimmering transparency. Next, the faint aroma of fresh mint and crisp cucumber begins to subtly perfume the air, a cool, clean scent that mingles with the rich, earthy notes of aged paper and polished wood already present in the library. Your mixologist selects a sprig of mint, its leaves a vibrant green against their fingertips, and gently claps it between their palms. This soft, almost silent action releases a burst of refreshing fragrance, a delicate, invigorating scent that promises a soothing infusion. They then carefully place the mint into the glass, followed by a thin, translucent slice of cucumber, its delicate edge catching the soft light. A tall, slender glass, cool and smooth to the touch, is then placed on the small, polished mahogany side table beside your plush armchair. Inside, a clear, pale green infusion shimmers, the perfectly sculpted ice cubes catching the ambient light, refracting it into tiny, dancing gleams. A single, perfectly formed mint leaf rests gracefully on the surface, its edges crisp and unblemished, a subtle garnish. The glass feels substantial, yet elegant, its weight a comforting presence on the dark wood of the table. You slowly reach for the glass, your fingers curling around its cool, smooth surface. The coolness transfers gently to your palm, a refreshing contrast to the warmth of the room. You lift the glass, bringing it slowly towards your lips. The first sip is exquisitely refreshing, a delicate balance of cool herbal notes, with the crisp, clean essence of cucumber and the subtle, invigorating hint of mint. It is a taste that soothes and cleanses the palate, a perfect, tranquil complement to the quiet evening. You feel the cool liquid glide smoothly down, a moment of pure, understated pleasure. You settle deeper into the velvet of the armchair, the cool glass a pleasant weight in your hand. The subtle, refreshing taste of the herbal infusion lingers on your tongue, a clean, calming presence. The quiet sounds of the night outside the window, the soft murmur of the ocean and the gentle rustle of leaves blend seamlessly with the profound stillness of the library, creating a perfect cocoon of peace. You close your eyes for a moment, simply allowing the serene sensations to wash over you, drifting deeper into the tranquil unfolding of the evening. The refreshing coolness of the herbal infusion, a delicate memory on your palate, lingers softly as the deep quiet of the library cradles you in the plush velvet armchair. The rhythmic lull of the distant ocean, a constant evening companion, has now faded into the profound stillness of a new dawn, a promise of a fresh sunlit day. Your indigo silk robe, a comforting weight, flows around you as you slowly stir, the gentle warmth of the rising sun beginning to trace soft edges around the window's frame. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep cushions, feeling the velvet yield and then gently rebound, a soft sigh of fabric. The empty glass, cool from its contents, is placed with a soft, almost imperceptible click onto the polished mahogany side table, a quiet punctuation mark to the serene evening. With an unhurried grace, your bare feet find the thick, soft wool rug, its deep pile offering a gentle warmth as you rise. The air in the library, still rich with the scent of old paper and wood, is left behind as you move towards the tall, silent door, a subtle shift in atmosphere. Pushing open the heavy mahogany door, its dark wood pivoting with an almost imperceptible sigh, you step back onto the cool, smooth travertine of the villa's main corridor. The air here is subtly different, carrying a lighter, fresher quality, a hint of the burgeoning morning outside. You follow the gentle curve of the corridor, the silk of your robe rustling softly with each deliberate step, until you reach a wide, arching entryway that opens directly into the private arboretum. The light here is immediately brighter, a soft, diffused gold filtering through a vast, glass-domed ceiling and the dense, vibrant foliage within, creating a luminous, enclosed world. The air in the arboretum is a soft, humid warmth, carrying a rich, complex perfume of damp earth, exotic blossoms, and lush green growth. It is a contained world, meticulously designed, yet feeling utterly natural and alive. Your bare feet now rest on a cool, smooth path of river stones, interspersed with fine, damp earth, a grounding sensation that connects you to the living ground. Towering palms stretch towards the glass dome, their broad fronds creating a dappled canopy, while delicate ferns unfurl in the filtered light below. A soft, continuous murmur of rustling leaves, almost like a gentle rain, fills the space, a soothing, natural soundtrack. Then, a sudden fleeting flash of brilliant color catches your eye, a vibrant emerald darting between the broad, glossy leaves of a banana tree. A momentary spark of life. You pause, allowing your gaze to settle, your senses to attune to the subtle movements within the verdant expanse. A soft, liquid trill, a delicate, almost bell-like sound drifts from a cluster of fuchsia-colored orchids, drawing your attention. You watch as a pair of small, jewel-toned birds, their feathers an impossible combination of sapphire and ruby, flit gracefully from one blossom to another, their tiny claws gripping the delicate stems with precision. Their movements are swift, yet exquisitely controlled, a silent dance of vibrant life unfolding before you. They dip their slender beaks into the nectar-rich flowers, a soft, almost inaudible sipping sound, their iridescent plumage catching and scattering the filtered light in dazzling flashes, a breathtaking display of natural brilliance. Another, slightly larger bird, its body a striking cerulean blue with a contrasting orange breast, perches on a low-hanging branch of a flowering ginger plant. It remains perfectly still for a moment, its head tilted, its bright, intelligent eyes observing its surroundings with a quiet intensity, a tiny sentinel in the green. Then, with a sudden soft flutter of wings, it launches itself into the air, its flight path a graceful arc through the dense green, disappearing as quickly as it appeared, leaving only a lingering visual echo of its vivid hue. The last vibrant hue of an exotic bird, a fleeting memory from the arboretum's lush expanse, softly recedes as the day gently yields to evening. The humid warmth of the enclosed garden begins to cool, signaling the subtle shift in time, and a new, delicate fragrance, distinct from the daytime blossoms, starts to assert itself on the evening air, a quiet, inviting presence. You turn from the captivating scene, your bare feet finding the cool, smooth river stones of the path once more. Each step is deliberate, accompanied by a soft, almost imperceptible crunch of gravel, leading you away from the vibrant, contained world. The vast glass dome above begins to reflect the deepening twilight, a soft, silver-blue glow that hints at the coming night. As you approach the exit, the rich, earthy scent of the arboretum subtly diminishes, replaced by the cleaner, more open air of the villa's interior. A tall, silent door, its mahogany surface cool to your touch, closes softly behind you with a gentle, hushed click, sealing the arboretum's unique atmosphere within, leaving only a memory of its verdant life. You glide along the familiar, cool travertine corridor, your indigo silk robe a flowing, comforting presence against your skin, its whisper the only sound in the hushed expanse. The villa's interior lighting has subtly adjusted, casting a softer, more intimate glow that guides your path towards your master suite, a sanctuary awaiting your return. The air remains perfectly conditioned, a consistent, gentle coolness that offers a subtle, refreshing contrast to the fading warmth of the day, preparing you for rest. The distant, rhythmic sigh of the Pacific, a constant companion throughout the day, seems to deepen in its resonance as evening fully takes hold, its sound an ancient, soothing lullaby. Reaching your master's suite, the sheer linen drapes still filter the last vestiges of daylight, a pale, ethereal silver that softens the edges of the room. You approach the expansive glass balcony doors, your fingers tracing the cool, smooth metal of the frame, feeling its precise craftsmanship. With a slow, deliberate motion, you push the doors open wider, inviting the night. A gentle, balmy breeze immediately enters, carrying with it the unmistakable, exquisite perfume of night-blooming jasmine from the gardens below. It is a sweet, intoxicating fragrance, delicate, yet potent, that washes over you, filling the air with its serene promise, a soft, fragrant embrace. You turn towards the bed, its crisp Egyptian cotton sheets a pristine invitation, their cool, smooth surface a welcoming sight. The cool, smooth fabric yields as you slowly draw back the duvet, revealing the soft, inviting layers beneath, a soft whisper of cotton. You settle onto the bed, feeling the cool, fine threads against your skin, a luxurious softness that cradles your body as you recline. The silk robe, with a final soft rustle, is gently shed and draped over a nearby chaise, its indigo hue a deep shadow in the dimming light, a graceful curve of fabric. You arrange the pillows, plump and supportive, finding the perfect angle for your head, a soft, yielding comfort. You lie back, allowing your body to sink deeper into the plush comfort of the mattress. Your eyes gently close, but your senses remain softly attuned to the unfolding night. The subtle, sweet fragrance of the jasmine, now more pronounced with the open doors, drifts across the room, a light, ethereal presence that seems to calm your very breath, inviting a deeper, more peaceful rhythm. Beneath this delicate perfume, The deep, rhythmic sigh of the distant ocean continues its steady, hypnotic cadence, washing over you with each rise and fall, a constant, soothing pulse. The cool air from the open balcony dances lightly across your skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible caress. The exquisite scent of night-blooming jasmine, carried on the gentle sea breeze, settles around you like a soft, invisible blanket. The exquisite scent of night-blooming jasmine, carried on the gentle sea breeze, still settles around you like a soft, invisible blanket, a delicate perfume that has lulled your senses. The continuous, distant murmur of the Pacific remains the only sound, a profound and steady rhythm that slowly, peacefully, guides your thoughts to stillness as you lie in the quiet comfort of your master suite. As the last vestiges of twilight deepen into true night, a new, subtle aroma begins to delicately weave itself into the jasmine-scented air, a faint, savory promise of the evening meal. You stir gently within the cool, smooth embrace of the Egyptian cotton sheets. The fine fabric whispers softly against your skin as you shift, a subtle sound that is absorbed by the hushed quiet of the room. You push yourself slowly upright, feeling the plump, supportive pillows yield, and then gently cradle your back as you recline against the headboard. The cool air from the open balcony doors continues to circulate, a delicate caress across your skin, carrying the fading sweetness of the jasmine and now this intriguing new fragrance. Your eyes remain softly closed for a moment longer, allowing your other senses to fully engage. The faint aroma, initially just a suggestion, now becomes clearer, a delicate, clean scent of fresh seafood, subtly spiced, carried on the gentle air currents from a distant part of the villa. It is not an overpowering smell, but rather a refined whisper, hinting at careful, precise preparation. Beneath this savory note, you discern the faintest, most delicate sound, a soft, almost imperceptible sizzle, a gentle crackle of heat against a smooth surface, a sound so subtle it could almost be imagined, yet distinct enough to paint a vivid picture of culinary artistry in the distance. You slowly open your eyes, allowing them to adjust to the soft, dim light that now fills your suite, emanating from discreet, low-level fixtures. The room is a sanctuary of calm, its polished travertine floor reflecting the muted glow. You listen more intently, discerning the subtle layers of sound. The distant Pacific waves, a constant deep breath, form the base. Above it, the almost silent hum of the villa's climate control, maintaining its precise, comfortable coolness. And then, woven into this tapestry of quietude, the delicate, distant sizzle, a testament to your private chef's meticulous work, preparing the evening's repast exclusively for you. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the clean, savory scent of the fresh seafood to mingle with the lingering sweetness of the jasmine, a unique and harmonious blend that speaks of tropical evenings and refined indulgence. The air is still, save for the gentle movement created by the open balcony doors, a soft, consistent flow that carries these subtle aromas and sounds directly to you. You feel a quiet anticipation, not of urgency, but of serene pleasure, knowing that the meal is being crafted with the utmost care, in its own unhurried rhythm. Your fingers lightly trace the cool, smooth edge of the crisp sheet, feeling the fine weave beneath your touch. The subtle sizzle continues its soft, distant song, a delicate, almost musical sound that promises delectable flavors to come. It blends seamlessly with the rhythmic sigh of the ocean, creating a symphony of calm that cradles your senses. You simply rest, allowing the quiet sounds and delicate fragrances of the evening to wash over you, a gentle invitation to deeper relaxation. The delicate, distant sizzle of fresh seafood, a subtle whisper from the villa's kitchen, now deepens into a rich, inviting aroma that gently permeates the cool, jasmine-scented air of your master suite. The continuous, rhythmic murmur of the Pacific, a profound and steady presence, continues its soothing lull as the night fully embraces the cliffside. The promise of the evening meal, meticulously crafted by your private chef, begins to draw you from the deep comfort of your bed. You stir gently within the cool, smooth embrace of the Egyptian cotton sheets. The fine fabric whispers softly against your skin as you shift, a subtle sound absorbed by the hushed quiet of the room. With an unhurried grace, you push yourself slowly upright, feeling the plump, supportive pillows yield, and then gently cradle your back as you recline against the headboard. The cool air from the open balcony doors continues to circulate, a delicate caress across your skin, carrying the now more pronounced, savory fragrance of the prepared meal. You rise from the bed, your bare feet finding the familiar cool travertine floor. Each step is deliberate, a soft, almost imperceptible padding that guides you from the privacy of your suite. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, is gently gathered and tied more securely at your waist, its soft rustle, a quiet accompaniment. You move through the softly lit corridor, the ambient glow from concealed fixtures casting long, gentle shadows that seem to stretch and contract with your slow progress. The air remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, gentle coolness that offers a refreshing contrast to the balmy night outside. As you emerge onto the expansive, open-air dining patio, the full, rich aroma of the freshly prepared seafood envelops you. It is a clean, oceanic scent, subtly infused with aromatic herbs, a testament to the chef's artistry. The patio itself is bathed in a soft, diffused light, emanating from discreet sconces that cast a warm, inviting glow without disrupting the deep darkness of the night sky. A gentle breeze, carrying the faintest hint of the ocean, stirs the sheer linen curtains that frame the patio's open sides, creating a soft, rhythmic sway. A long, dark wood dining table, exquisitely polished to a soft sheen, awaits. Its surface gleams faintly, reflecting the muted light. Each setting is meticulously arranged. Crisp, white linen napkins folded with geometric precision, delicate, hand-blown glass tumblers that catch the light, and gleaming silver cutlery laid out with perfect symmetry. A single, pristine white orchid, its petals like sculpted porcelain, rests in a minimalist vase at the table's center, a touch of refined natural beauty. You approach your chosen seat, a comfortable, woven chair, its back offering perfect support. As you settle into its deep cushions, a discreet attendant moves with silent efficiency, placing a large, shallow ceramic plate before you. On it, the fresh seafood, perhaps a perfectly seared snapper or succulent prawns, is artfully arranged, glistening under the soft light. Its texture appears firm yet delicate, promising a tender bite. The aroma is now close, rich, and deeply satisfying. You take a slow, appreciative breath, allowing the complex scents to fill your senses. After the light, perfectly seasoned seafood, a small, exquisite bowl is placed before you, its cool ceramic surface, a subtle contrast to the warmth of your hands. Inside, a single, perfectly ripe tropical fruit awaits, perhaps a mango of a deep sunset orange, or a starfruit with its delicate translucent slices. Its skin, if present, is smooth and unblemished, hinting at the tender, yielding flesh within. The air around it carries a delicate, sweet perfume, a natural fragrance that speaks of sun-drenched orchards and pure, unadulterated sweetness. You reach for a small, slender silver spoon, its cool, smooth surface a pleasant weight in your fingers. The delicate, lingering sweetness of the tropical fruit, a final memory from the quiet patio, gently recedes as the first blush of a new dawn begins to paint the sky outside your master's suite. The continuous, rhythmic murmur of the Pacific, a profound and steady presence throughout the night, now softens into a gentle, waking hum, a prelude to the sun's full, warm embrace. You stir gently within the cool, smooth embrace of the Egyptian cotton sheets. The fine fabric whispers softly against your skin as you shift, a subtle sound absorbed by the hushed quiet of the room. You push yourself slowly upright, feeling the plump, supportive pillows yield, and then gently cradle your back as you recline against the headboard. The cool air from the open balcony doors continues to circulate, a delicate caress across your skin, carrying the clean, fresh scent of the new morning. You rise from the bed, your bare feet finding the familiar, cool travertine floor. Each step is deliberate, a soft, almost imperceptible padding that guides you from the privacy of your suite. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, is gently gathered and tied more securely at your waist. Its soft rustle, a quiet accompaniment. You move through the softly lit corridor, the ambient glow from concealed fixtures casting long, gentle shadows that seem to stretch and contract with your slow progress. The air remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, gentle coolness that offers a refreshing contrast to the balmy morning outside. As you pass through the villa's main living space, your attention is drawn to an open archway, framed by climbing bougainvillea, that leads to an inner courtyard. The light here is immediately brighter, a wash of pure, unfiltered sunlight that feels warm and inviting on your skin. You step across the threshold, and the air shifts, becoming still and warm, carrying the distinct, clean scent of sun-baked stone and the faint, sweet perfume of distant blossoms. The distant ocean's sound, once a deep hum, softens further here, becoming a mere whisper, a backdrop to the more immediate sounds of the courtyard. Your bare feet now meet the intricate surface of the courtyard floor. It is paved with countless handcrafted tiles, each one a unique piece of art. The tiles are a blend of soft, sun-washed terracotta and cool, creamy white, with delicate, almost imperceptible variations in hue and texture. You notice the subtle unevenness of their hand-pressed surfaces, a gentle undulation that speaks of their artisanal origin. The grout lines, precisely laid and perfectly flush, create a delicate grid, emphasizing the intricate patterns within each tile. The sunlight, falling directly onto the surface, highlights the subtle sheen of their glazed centers, creating a soft, warm glow. You lower yourself slowly onto a low, wide stone bench that borders a small, bubbling fountain at the courtyard center. The stone is cool and smooth beneath your silk-clad legs, a pleasant contrast to the warmth of the sun on your face. The gentle, continuous trickle of water from the fountain, a soft, melodic murmur, provides a soothing counterpoint to the profound stillness. You extend a hand, your fingertips lightly brushing the surface of a nearby tile. The terracotta feels slightly rough, porous, absorbing the sun's warmth. The creamy white sections, however, are cool and smooth, with a subtle, almost silken glaze that feels delicate beneath your touch. Your finger begins to trace the intricate pattern embedded within one of the white tiles. It is a delicate geometric design, perhaps a stylized leaf or a repeating starburst, rendered in a muted, soft blue that has faded gently with time and sun. You follow the raised lines of the pattern, feeling the subtle contours, the almost imperceptible ridges and depressions that give it depth. The gentle warmth of the sun on the handcrafted tiles of the courtyard, a comforting presence during your quiet tracing, now begins to intensify, signaling the full strength of the mid-morning. The delicate patterns under your fingertip, once a focus of quiet engagement, gently recede as your attention is drawn to the subtle shift in the surrounding air. The soft, rhythmic trickle of the fountain, a constant murmur, continues its soothing song, but a new, almost imperceptible coolness whispers from the villa's interior, inviting you back into its controlled serenity. You slowly lift your hand from the intricate tile, feeling the last subtle coolness of its glazed surface against your fingertips. The polished stone bench, cool and firm beneath your silk-clad legs, offers one final moment of grounding. With an unhurried grace, you push yourself upright, the indigo silk robe flowing around you with a soft, almost inaudible rustle. The sun-baked terracotta and creamy white tiles, with their unique, handcrafted variations, shimmer softly in the direct sunlight as you rise. You turn from the sun-drenched courtyard, your bare feet finding the familiar cool river stones of the connecting pathway. Each step is deliberate, accompanied by a faint, soft crunch of gravel as you move towards a wide, arched entryway, framed by climbing bougainvillea. The air shifts as you step across the threshold, immediately becoming noticeably cooler, a welcome respite from the outdoor warmth. The subtle scent of sun-baked stone from the courtyard gently fades, replaced by the clean, almost sterile aroma of precisely conditioned air. As you move deeper into the villa's interior, the expansive, cool travertine floor stretches before you, each slab perfectly smooth and cool beneath your soles. The light here is softer, diffused, emanating from concealed linear fixtures that cast a gentle, even glow across the high ceilings and pale stone walls. And then you become aware of it, the quiet, consistent hum of the air conditioning system. It is a low, steady thrum, barely audible, yet profoundly present, a constant backdrop to the villa's serene quietude. It is not a sound that demands attention, but rather one that comfortably fills the silence, a subtle, rhythmic pulse. You walk towards a secluded seating area within the grand salon, a space designed for quiet repose. A long, low chaise lounge, upholstered in a soft, natural linen, beckons you. Its clean, minimalist lines are perfectly aligned with the villa's sophisticated aesthetic. You approach it slowly, feeling the consistent, cool breath of the air conditioning on your skin, a delicate, refreshing current that circulates through the vast space. The hum, always there, is now a comforting, almost hypnotic sound, a steady drone that seems to smooth the edges of any lingering thoughts. You settle onto the chaise lounge, sinking gently into its deep, plush cushions. The linen fabric, cool and slightly textured, yields perfectly to your form, supporting your body with a soft, embracing firmness. Your indigo silk robe spreads around you, its delicate material a soft flowing layer against the cool linen. You arrange a large, square cushion behind your back, feeling its firm yet pliant support as you recline, finding the ideal position for complete ease. The quiet hum of the air conditioning fills the space, a subtle, unwavering presence that wraps around you like an invisible, cool blanket. You close your eyes, allowing the consistent, gentle hum to wash over you, a continuous, soothing sound that seems to draw your awareness inwards. It is the sound of perfect, effortless comfort, of an environment meticulously maintained for your tranquility. Beneath this steady hum, the distant, rhythmic sigh of the Pacific is still a faint, almost imagined presence, now softened and diffused by the villa's solid walls. The quiet, consistent hum of the air conditioning, which had been a comforting, steady backdrop to your thoughts in the grand salon, now begins to gently recede as the afternoon sun gains strength. You feel the subtle shift in the air, a natural inclination drawing you from the precisely cooled interior towards the inviting warmth of the outdoors. The plush linen of the chaise lounge, where you've been reclining, offers one last soft embrace before you stir. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, supportive cushions, feeling their gentle yielding, then their soft rebound as your weight lifts. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the hushed expanse. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth travertine floor, each step a soft, frictionless glide that carries you from the grand salon. The subtle, clean scent of the villa's interior still lingers, a faint perfume of white tea and polished stone. You move towards one of the villa's expansive, open archways, which leads onto a secluded, sun-drenched patio. As you step across the threshold, the air immediately transforms, becoming noticeably warmer, a soft, enveloping heat that feels welcome on your skin after the interior coolness. The distant, rhythmic sigh of the Pacific, which was a muted presence indoors, now swells into a clearer, more resonant lull, a constant, deep breath that underscores the afternoon's tranquility. The patio is paved with large, pale stone tiles, now thoroughly warmed by the high afternoon sun. Each tile feels smooth and substantial beneath your bare soles, radiating a gentle, consistent heat that seeps upwards through your feet, a grounding warmth. Scattered across this sun-drenched expanse are several cushioned lounges, each one a testament to understated luxury, designed for complete repose. Your gaze settles on one in particular, positioned perfectly to capture the full, golden embrace of the afternoon sun, yet with a subtle, natural shade from a nearby palm offering a delicate play of light. You approach the chosen lounge, its wide, deep cushions upholstered in a thick, textured linen of a soft, sun-bleached cream. The fabric looks incredibly inviting, promising profound comfort. As you draw near, you notice the subtle, earthy scent of warm stone mingling with the faint, sweet perfume of bougainvillea carried on the soft, barely there breeze. You pause for a moment, simply allowing the full warmth of the sun to settle on your face, feeling its gentle, pervasive heat soak into your skin, a deeply soothing sensation. With an unhurried grace, you slowly lower yourself onto the lounge, sinking gently into the deep, plush cushions. The linen fabric, warm and soft, yields perfectly to your form, cradling your body with an exquisite, enveloping comfort. Your indigo silk robe spreads around you, its delicate material, a soft, flowing layer against the warm linen, its cool touch now a faint memory as the sun's heat permeates the fabric. You arrange a large, soft cushion beneath your head, feeling its gentle support, finding the perfect angle to gaze at the vast, cloudless blue of the sky. The warmth of the afternoon sun envelops you completely, a soft, steady heat that penetrates deep into your muscles, encouraging them to release any lingering tension. Your eyelids begin to feel heavy, a natural response to the pervasive calm. The distant rhythmic lull of the Pacific, a deep, continuous sigh, blends seamlessly with the faint, almost imperceptible rustle of palm fronds in the gentle breeze, creating a hypnotic, natural symphony. Your breathing deepens, slowing to match the ocean's steady pulse. Thoughts begin to soften, drifting gently like clouds across the vast blue, becoming less distinct, more ethereal. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the cushioned lounge, a profound sense of ease washing over you. The pervasive warmth of the afternoon sun, which had cradled you in a gentle doze on the cushioned lounge, now feels a touch too enveloping, a soft suggestion that a cooler, more profound rest might be found indoors. The rhythmic lull of the distant Pacific, a deep, steady sigh, continues its hypnotic cadence, but a quiet desire for the crisp coolness of your private sanctuary begins to stir within you, an invitation for deeper repose. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, plush cushions of the outdoor lounge, feeling their soft, warm linen yield, and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the balmy air. Your bare feet find the sun-warmed, pale stone tiles of the patio, each step a gentle patting sound that blends with the faint, earthy scent of the sun-baked stone, a grounding sensation. With an unhurried grace, you move towards the villa's interior, stepping across the threshold of a wide, open archway. The air immediately transforms, becoming noticeably cooler, a precise, refreshing embrace that washes over your skin, a welcome contrast to the afternoon heat. The subtle, clean scent of the villa's interior, a faint perfume of white tea and polished stone, greets you. The distant hum of the ocean, once clearer, now softens further, becoming a more muffled, gentle presence beyond the solid walls, a quiet echo. You glide along the familiar, expansive travertine floor of the corridor, each slab perfectly smooth and cool beneath your soles. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, maintained by its discreet climate control, envelops you, a continuous, refreshing current that flows around your form. The low, steady thrum of the air conditioning system, barely audible, becomes a comforting, rhythmic backdrop to your quiet progress. It is a sound of effortless perfection, a subtle assurance of undisturbed tranquility. Reaching your master suite, the light is softer here, diffused through the sheer linen drapes that still frame the expansive ocean view, casting a gentle, muted glow. The room is a sanctuary of calm, its polished travertine floor reflecting the ambient light. You approach the bed, its pristine Egyptian cotton sheets a welcoming sight, their cool, smooth surface inviting a deep, restorative rest. The delicate scent of freshly laundered linen, clean and subtle, wafts gently towards you, a promise of comfort and purity. With a slow, deliberate motion, you reach out and gently draw back the duvet. The fine fabric whispers softly as it folds back, a delicate rustle that is absorbed by the hushed quiet of the room. Beneath, the crisp, cool linen sheet is revealed, its surface impeccably smooth, tautly stretched over the plush mattress. You notice the subtle weave of the fabric, the fine, even threads that speak of exceptional quality and meticulous care. The cool, almost silken texture of the sheet seems to invite immediate contact, a luxurious embrace for your skin. You slowly lower yourself onto the bed, feeling the soft yielding of the mattress beneath you. The sensation of the cool, crisp linen against your bare skin is immediate and profoundly refreshing. It is a clean, dry coolness, a gentle caress that soothes the lingering warmth from the sun. You stretch out, allowing your body to fully relax into the exquisite comfort, feeling the smooth fabric glide against your limbs with the slightest movement. The weight of the sheet is barely perceptible, a light, airy covering that provides just enough presence without heaviness. You arrange the plump, supportive pillows beneath your head, finding the perfect angle for complete ease. Your eyes gently close, allowing the soft, diffused light of the room to fade into a tranquil darkness. The lingering coolness of the crisp linen sheet, a gentle memory against your skin from your midday rest, slowly dissipates as the soft, golden light of a new morning begins to filter through your master suite. The rhythmic sigh of the distant Pacific, which had lulled you to sleep, now calls with a clearer, more invigorating cadence, an invitation to greet the day. You stir gently within the luxurious embrace of the Egyptian cotton sheets. The fine fabric whispers softly against your skin as you stretch, a subtle sound absorbed by the hushed quiet of the room. With an unhurried grace, you push yourself slowly upright, feeling the plump, supportive pillows yield and then gently cradle your back as you recline against the headboard. The cool air from the open balcony doors continues to circulate, a delicate caress across your skin, carrying the clean, fresh scent of the new morning, mingled with a faint, sweet hint of jasmine. You rise from the bed, your bare feet finding the familiar, cool travertine floor. Each step is deliberate, a soft, almost imperceptible padding that guides you from the privacy of your suite. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, is gently gathered and tied more securely at your waist, its soft rustle a quiet accompaniment. You move through the softly lit corridor, the ambient glow from concealed fixtures casting long, gentle shadows that seem to stretch and contract with your slow progress. The air remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, gentle coolness that offers a refreshing contrast to the balmy morning outside. As you move through the villa's elegant interior, your path leads you towards a less frequented private access point to the beach below. The architecture subtly shifts here, becoming more open, more integrated with the natural cliffside. You descend a short series of steps, crafted from smooth, sun-warmed stone, each step a solid, grounding presence beneath your feet. The distant ocean's sound, once a deep hum, now swells into a more immediate, resonant roar, the powerful, continuous breath of the sea. Stepping onto the private stretch of beach, the fine, soft sand immediately yields beneath your bare soles, cool and slightly damp from the receding tide. Each step leaves a delicate indentation, quickly smoothed by the gentle, insistent breeze. The air here is pure, invigorating, laden with the clean, sharp scent of salt and damp earth. Overhead, the sky is a vast, clear azure, stretching endlessly to meet the shimmering horizon. The rhythmic crash and hiss of the waves against the shore is a profound, immersive sound, filling your senses with its raw, natural power. You begin a slow, unhurried stroll along the water's edge, your gaze softly scanning the line where the waves gently deposit their treasures. The wet sand glistens under the morning sun, reflecting tiny, fleeting rainbows of light. You notice the delicate patterns left by the retreating water, intricate lines and swirls that are constantly redrawn. Then, a subtle gleam catches your eye, partially buried in the damp sand, a delicate hint of opalescence. You pause, bending slowly, your fingers gently brushing away the fine sand to reveal a unique shell. It is a spiral, perhaps a delicate conch or a moon snail. Its surface a soft, muted cream, intricately patterned with faint, almost iridescent streaks of pale pink and silver. Its texture is initially rough, encrusted with tiny grains of sand and the remnants of its oceanic journey. You hold it carefully in your palm, feeling its delicate weight, the cool, smooth interior contrasting with its coarser exterior. A faint, clean scent of the sea still clings to its surface, a memory of its deep water home. You find a smooth, sun-warmed rock just beyond the reach of the gentle waves, and settle onto it, the indigo silk of your robe rustling softly. The unique shell, now gleaming softly in your hand, its intricate patterns brought to life by your gentle polishing, reflects the soft morning light from your private stretch of beach. The rhythmic roar of the ocean, a constant, powerful presence, continues its deep, steady breath against the shore, a comforting backdrop to the quiet satisfaction of your morning discovery. The cool, smooth surface of the shell, now free of its sandy incrustations, feels exquisite beneath your fingertips, a small, perfect testament to the ocean's artistry. You carefully place the polished shell into a small, velvet-lined pouch, its soft fabric a gentle cradle for the delicate treasure. The pouch is secured with a soft, almost inaudible click of its clasp, a quiet punctuation mark to the completion of your beach ritual. You slowly push yourself upright from the sun-warmed rock, feeling the firm stone give way. Then, the fine, soft sand yield beneath your bare soles as you stand. Each step is unhurried, leaving delicate indentations that are quickly smoothed by the gentle, insistent breeze, erasing any trace of your passage. You ascend the short series of smooth, sun-warmed stone steps, each one a solid, grounding presence beneath your feet, leading you away from the immediate embrace of the beach and back towards the villa's verdant gardens. As you move, the intense, pure scent of salt and damp earth from the shoreline subtly diminishes, replaced by the richer, more complex perfumes of tropical foliage and blooming life. The powerful roar of the ocean softens, becoming a deeper, more distant hum as the villa's architecture begins to envelop you. You step into a less frequented, private section of the villa's expansive tropical gardens, a hidden sanctuary just beyond the main pathways. The air here is a soft, humid warmth, carrying a rich, complex blend of earthy dampness and the delicate, sweet fragrance of countless blossoms. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth path of river stones, interspersed with fine, damp earth, a grounding sensation that connects you to the living ground. Overhanging palms and broad-leafed plants create a dappled canopy, filtering the morning sun into soft, shifting patterns of light and shadow on the path ahead. A small, meticulously maintained cutting garden comes into view, its beds overflowing with a carefully curated selection of flowering plants. The colors are vibrant, yet harmonious. The deep crimson of hibiscus, the pure white of frangipani, and the delicate, star-shaped clusters of jasmine. You approach a section where slender, dew-kissed stems reach towards the light. From a small leather sheath at your hip, you draw a pair of finely crafted, polished silver shears, their cool metal smooth against your palm. Your gaze settles on a cluster of pure white plumeria blossoms, their waxy petals unfurling in perfect symmetry, each one holding a tiny, sparkling droplet of morning dew. You select 3 stems, each bearing a perfect bloom and several glossy, dark green leaves. With a gentle, precise motion, the shears make a soft, almost imperceptible snip, a delicate, crisp sound as the stem is cleanly severed. You gather the freshly cut flowers, feeling the cool, firm texture of their stems, the delicate softness of the petals, and the subtle, fresh scent of cut green rising to meet you. Holding the small bouquet carefully, you retrace your steps through the garden, the gentle rustle of your indigo silk robe, and the soft crunch of river stones accompanying your quiet progress. You move into a bright, airy antechamber within the villa, a space designed for such delicate tasks, its polished travertine counter gleaming under the diffused morning light. A pristine hand-blown glass vase, its surface cool and smooth, stands ready. You fill it carefully from a slender silver pitcher, the quiet gurgle of water, a soft, liquid sound as it rises to just the right level. The delicate, sweet perfume of the freshly cut plumeria blossoms, which had subtly filled the air around you, now begins to gently recede. As the afternoon light softens into a mellow, golden glow, the small bouquet, perfectly arranged in its crystal vase, stands as a quiet testament to the morning's tranquil activity. A new sense of time, a quiet invitation to witness the day's gentle closing, begins to stir within you. You slowly turn from the polished travertine counter in the bright antechamber, leaving the vase of flowers to grace the space with their quiet beauty. The indigo silk of your robe flows with a soft, almost inaudible rustle as you move, a fluid extension of your comfort. Your bare feet glide across the cool, smooth stone floor, each step unhurried, a gentle padding sound that guides you from the antechamber's soft light. The air remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, comfortable coolness that offers a refreshing transition as you leave the interior rooms. You follow a winding, dimly lit corridor, its walls of cool, unpolished stone absorbing the sound, creating a hushed passage. The soft, ambient light from concealed fixtures casts long, gentle shadows that dance subtly with your slow progress. The distant, rhythmic sigh of the Pacific, a constant presence throughout the villa, begins to deepen in its resonance, becoming a more prominent, soothing hum as you approach the villa's outermost edge. Your path leads you to a discreet, heavy door, crafted from dark, aged teak, its surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you push the door inward. It pivots silently on its well-oiled hinges, revealing the entrance to the villa's private observation deck. The air immediately transforms, becoming warmer, a soft, balmy embrace that carries the clean, invigorating scent of the open ocean. The light here is expansive, breathtakingly open, a vast, luminous canvas of sky and sea. You step out onto the deck, your bare feet meeting the cool, smooth surface of precisely cut, pale stone tiles, each one meticulously laid, their edges perfectly aligned. The observation deck stretches out before you, an expansive, open-air platform perched high above the Pacific, offering an uninterrupted, panoramic vista. A low, sleek railing of polished chrome, cool to the touch, defines its edge, a subtle boundary between the villa's refined comfort and the boundless natural world. Scattered across the smooth stone are several deep, comfortable lounge chairs, upholstered in a durable, weather-resistant linen of a soft, neutral hue. Your gaze is immediately drawn to the horizon, where the sun, a brilliant, softening orb, begins its slow descent, already painting the sky in delicate, nascent colors. You approach one of the lounge chairs, its cushions deep and inviting. With an unhurried grace, you settle into its plush embrace, feeling the linen fabric yield perfectly to your form, supporting your back and limbs with a comforting firmness. The indigo silk of your robe spreads around you, its delicate material a soft, flowing layer against the cool linen. You arrange a soft cushion behind your head, finding the perfect angle to gaze unimpeded at the unfolding spectacle of the sky. The air is still, save for a gentle, consistent breeze that whispers softly past your ears, carrying the faint, clean scent of salt and distance. The sky above begins its magnificent transformation. The brilliant, fiery gold of the sun's immediate halo slowly bleeds outwards, softening into delicate washes of pale apricot and peach. These warm hues then transition seamlessly into ethereal streaks of rose, like brushed velvet, melting into the cooler, more profound shades of lavender and soft violet along the eastern horizon. The vast expanse of the Pacific below reflects these shifting colors, its surface a shimmering, liquid mirror, a constant, subtle dance of light. The last magnificent hues of rose and lavender, which had painted the vast sky from your private observation deck, now gently deepen into the profound indigo of true night. The brilliant spectacle of the sunset has softly faded, leaving behind a serene, star-dusted canvas above the boundless Pacific. The air, which had cooled subtly with the sun's descent, now holds a balmy, consistent warmth, a soft, enveloping embrace around you. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, comfortable lounge chair, feeling the plush linen cushions yield, and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The cool, polished chrome of the railing, which had defined the edge of the deck, is now a dim, dark line against the fading light. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth stone tiles of the deck, each step unhurried. A soft, almost imperceptible padding sound. The indigo silk of your robe flows around you with a delicate rustle, a whisper of fabric in the quiet night air. You turn from the expansive ocean vista, leaving the vastness of the sea and sky behind, and move towards the discreet, heavy teak door that leads back into the villa's interior. As you approach, a soft, golden glow begins to emerge from within the villa's pathways, a subtle, inviting luminescence that hints at the carefully orchestrated lighting. The heavy door pivots silently on its well-oiled hinges with a soft, hushed sigh, revealing the entrance to a network of tranquil garden paths. You step across the threshold, and the air immediately becomes richer, imbued with the humid breath of tropical foliage and the delicate, sweet perfume of night-blooming jasmine, now more potent and intoxicating in the evening cool. Your bare feet meet the cool, smooth riverstones of the path, interspersed with fine, damp earth, a grounding sensation that connects you to the living ground beneath the villa. The powerful roar of the ocean, once a dominant presence, now softens into a deeper, more distant hum, a rhythmic lull that blends seamlessly with the gentle rustle of leaves in the night breeze. The pathways are illuminated by the soft amber glow of strategically placed lanterns, their light a warm, inviting presence against the deepening darkness. Each lantern is a sculptural piece, crafted from dark, brushed metal and frosted glass, diffusing the light into a gentle, even radiance that avoids any harshness. You trace the winding path, following the soft elliptical pools of light that fall ahead of you, guiding your steps with a quiet, ethereal glow. The light spills onto the broad, glossy leaves of philodendrons, highlighting their intricate veins, and illuminates the delicate, arching fronds of ferns, casting soft, elongated shadows that dance subtly with the gentle stirrings of the breeze. You pause beside a cluster of white ginger lilies, their delicate trumpet-shaped blossoms now catching the soft amber light, appearing almost luminous against the dark green foliage. The air around them is heavy, with their sweet, spicy fragrance, a rich, exotic perfume that deepens with the cool of the evening. Your fingers lightly brush against the cool, smooth surface of a lantern's metal casing, feeling its precise, engineered coolness, a testament to its craftsmanship. The frosted glass, slightly warm from the bulb within, diffuses the light into a soft, inviting halo, a gentle warmth against your fingertips. As you continue your unhurried stroll, the soundscape of the night settles around you. The gentle, continuous murmur of the distant ocean is a steady, deep bass note, complemented by the soft, almost imperceptible chirping of unseen crickets from the dense foliage. A faint, almost silent flutter of a moth's wings against the warm, frosted glass of a lantern provides a delicate, momentary sound, a tiny punctuation mark in the quietude. The soft glow of the strategically placed lanterns, which had illuminated your tranquil garden pathways, now gently recedes as you step from the balmy night air into the villa's interior. The sweet, intoxicating perfume of night-blooming jasmine, a delicate memory on the breeze, begins to fade, replaced by the subtle, clean scent of polished stone and conditioned air. The rhythmic, distant murmur of the Pacific, a constant companion throughout the evening, softens further, becoming a deep, almost imperceptible hum. You move with unhurried grace along a quiet, inner corridor, your bare feet gliding across the cool, smooth travertine floor. Each step is deliberate, a soft, frictionless sound that barely disturbs the profound stillness of the villa's private spaces. The indigo silk of your robe flows around you with a delicate rustle, a whisper of fabric that accompanies your serene progress. The air here remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, comfortable coolness that offers a refreshing contrast to the humid warmth of the garden. Your path leads you to a discreet, unmarked door, its surface of pale, unpolished wood blending seamlessly with the surrounding wall. Your fingers brush against the cool, smooth grain of the wood, feeling its subtle texture, before you gently push it inward. The door pivots silently on its hidden hinges, revealing a sanctuary of profound quietude, your private spa room. The air within is immediately distinct, a clean, subtle aroma of natural essential oils, perhaps a faint hint of lavender and eucalyptus, mingling with the crisp, filtered air. You step across the threshold, and the silence of the room envelops you completely. It is a deep, comforting silence, an absence of external sound that allows your internal senses to expand. The floor is of cool, precisely cut river stones, smooth and slightly rounded underfoot, each one a grounding presence. Soft, diffused lighting emanates from concealed sources, casting a warm, gentle glow on the polished stone walls and the plush, oversized chaise lounge that dominates the center of the room. A soft, thick linen towel, exquisitely white and folded with meticulous precision, rests on the chaise. Your gaze settles on a low, broad basin, crafted from a single piece of dark, polished basalt stone, positioned perfectly before the chaise. Its surface is smooth and cool, reflecting the soft light with a subtle, matte sheen. A delicate plume of steam rises from its depths, hinting at the warm, inviting water within. The air around the basin carries the faint, soothing scent of natural sea salts and perhaps a hint of calming chamomile, a gentle promise of relaxation. You approach the chaise, your movements unhurried and deliberate. The indigo silk of your robe rustles softly as you shed it, draping it carefully over the back of a nearby wooden stool. You settle onto the chaise, feeling the plush cushions yield to your form, supporting your back and limbs with an exquisite, enveloping comfort. The cool, crisp linen towel is gently pulled across your lap, its soft, dry texture a comforting presence against your skin. You allow your legs to extend naturally, your bare feet hovering just above the warm, steaming water of the basalt basin. The profound silence of the spa room is broken only by the almost imperceptible hiss of the gentle steam rising from the basin, a soft, continuous whisper of warmth. You close your eyes, allowing the delicate, soothing fragrance of the essential oils to fill your senses, calming your breath and softening your thoughts. The warmth emanating from the water rises, a gentle, welcoming heat that begins to preemptively relax the muscles in your feet, preparing them for the delicate, enveloping embrace of the foot bath. The cool, smooth stone of the basin, the warm, fragrant steam, and the profound, comforting silence all combine to create a perfect cocoon of tranquility, inviting a deeper sense of surrender and ease. The delicate warmth radiating from the gentle foot bath, which had so profoundly soothed your tired souls, slowly begins to recede as the last tendrils of fragrant steam dissipate into the quiet air of your private spa room. The profound, comforting silence, broken only by the almost imperceptible hiss of the water, has settled a deep calm within you. You feel the subtle softening of your skin, the release of any lingering tension from your feet, a quiet readiness for the next stage of tranquil self-care. With an unhurried grace, you slowly lift your feet from the cool, polished basalt basin. The warm, softened skin of your feet feels exquisitely smooth, a delicate contrast to the cool air that now brushes against them. A soft, plush linen towel, exquisitely white and thick, is gently presented by a discreet attendant who moves with practiced quietude. You accept it, feeling its deep, dry pile absorb the last droplets of water from your feet with gentle efficiency, a soft, comforting friction. The attendant then silently retreats, leaving you once more enveloped in the room's serene privacy. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep cushions of the chaise lounge, feeling its plush surface yield, and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The cool, smooth river stones of the floor, a grounding presence underfoot, guide you towards the spacious, open shower. Its walls are of seamless, polished stone, a pale, soothing gray, and the floor is a continuation of the cool, smooth river stones, offering a delicate, natural texture. The air here is subtly different, carrying a faint, clean scent of pristine water and natural minerals, a promise of refreshing clarity. You step into the shower enclosure, the cool stone floor, a gentle invitation. With a soft, deliberate turn of a finely brushed metal knob, a gentle cascade of warm water begins to fall from the rain shower head above. The sound is a soft, continuous whisper, a delicate, even patter against the stone, then against your skin. The water is perfectly temperature-controlled, a consistent, enveloping warmth that immediately relaxes your shoulders and neck, washing away any lingering thoughts or sensations, leaving only the pure, cleansing embrace. You allow the soft spray to cleanse your skin, feeling its delicate, caressing pressure, a continuous, soothing flow that washes over every inch of your body. After a few tranquil moments under the warm, gentle spray, you reach for a small, elegant bottle of bespoke cleansing gel. Its cool, smooth glass feels substantial in your hand. You dispense a small, precise amount into your palm, noticing its clear, viscous texture. The gel carries a light, pure scent of fresh white tea and subtle sea minerals, a clean, invigorating fragrance that awakens the senses without overpowering them. You gently work the gel into a soft, delicate lather between your hands, the tiny, almost imperceptible bubbles forming with a soft, ethereal whisper. You apply it to your skin with slow, even strokes, feeling the smooth, silken lather glide effortlessly, a gentle, purifying caress. The soft sound of the water, combined with the subtle friction of the lather, creates a delicate, rhythmic symphony of cleansing. Finally, you turn the knob again, and the water slowly tapers off, leaving only the soft drip of residual droplets, a quiet punctuation mark to the refreshing cleanse. You step out onto a warm, dry section of the river stone floor, reaching for a fresh, exquisitely soft linen towel. Its deep pile feels wonderfully absorbent against your skin as you gently pat yourself dry, each touch a soft, comforting friction that leaves your skin feeling exceptionally clean, smooth, and refreshed. The air, now free of steam, feels crisp and cool against your newly cleansed skin. You move to a small, polished teak vanity, its dark wood gleaming softly in the diffused light. On its surface rests a pristine ceramic jar holding a luxurious, scented balm. The delicate, lingering fragrance of the luxurious balm, a subtle blend of sandalwood and sweet almond, still graces your skin, a testament to the profound self-care ritual in the private spa room. Your skin feels exceptionally supple, smooth, and deeply nourished, a delicate canvas of soft touch. The profound stillness of the spa, which had enveloped you, now gently yields to the quieter, more expansive sounds of the tropical night that begin to draw your awareness outwards. With an unhurried grace, you slowly push yourself upright from the plush chaise lounge, feeling its deep cushions yield and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The cool, smooth river stones beneath your bare feet offer a final, grounding presence. You gather your indigo silk robe, its flowing material, a soft, comforting presence, and slip it back on, the fabric gliding effortlessly over your freshly balmed skin, a sensation of cool, silken luxury. The soft rustle of the silk is a whisper in the quiet room as you secure the sash loosely at your waist. You move towards the spa room's discreet door, its pale, unpolished wood blending seamlessly with the surrounding wall. Your fingers brush against the cool, smooth grain of the wood, feeling its subtle texture, before you gently pull it inward. The door pivots silently on its hidden hinges, revealing the soft, diffused light of the villa's inner corridor. The air here is precisely conditioned, a consistent, comfortable coolness that offers a refreshing contrast to the humid warmth of the night, a subtle shift in atmosphere. You glide along the familiar, cool travertine floor of the corridor, each slab perfectly smooth and cool beneath your soles, a quiet, frictionless movement that guides you. The ambient glow from concealed fixtures casts long, gentle shadows that dance subtly with your slow progress. As you approach a wide, open archway leading to an outdoor lounge area, the subtle sounds of the night begin to weave a delicate tapestry around you. Stepping onto the expansive open-air patio, the air immediately transforms, becoming balmier, a soft, enveloping warmth that feels gentle on your skin. The light here is dim, ethereal, illuminated by the soft, golden glow of distant, strategically placed lanterns within the garden, casting long, peaceful shadows. The vast, inky canvas of the night sky, dotted with countless, distant stars, stretches above, a breathtaking panorama that seems to absorb all sound. Your bare feet meet the cool, smooth surface of large, pale stone tiles, each one meticulously laid, their edges perfectly aligned. The subtle coolness of the stone is a grounding sensation, a firm presence beneath you, You move towards a deeply cushioned lounge chair, its wide, inviting form upholstered in a thick, textured linen of a soft, neutral hue. The linen looks incredibly comfortable, a promise of deep repose under the open sky. As you slowly lower yourself into the lounge, the plush cushions yield perfectly to your form, cradling your body with an exquisite, enveloping comfort. The indigo silk of your robe spreads around you, its delicate material, a soft, flowing layer against the cool linen, settling with a gentle rustle. You arrange a large, soft cushion behind your head, feeling its gentle support, finding the perfect angle to gaze at the vast, star-dusted sky, allowing your eyes to softly blur the distant pinpricks of light. The silence of the night is profound, yet it is not empty. From the dense tropical foliage of the gardens below, the delicate, rhythmic chirping of crickets begins to emerge, a soft, continuous chorus that seems to rise and fall with a gentle, hypnotic pulse. It is a subtle, high-pitched sound, a delicate, almost ethereal melody. Beneath this intricate symphony of crickets, the deep, resonant murmur of the distant Pacific, a constant, ancient breath, provides a rich, unwavering bass note. The blended melody of distant crickets and the ocean's murmur, a profound and steady rhythm, continues its gentle, hypnotic pulse as you recline on the deeply cushioned lounge. The cool, balmy air of the open-air patio which has enveloped you now carries a new subtle sound, a delicate rustle that begins to weave itself into the tranquil soundscape of the tropical night. You stir gently within the deep comfort of the linen cushions. The soft fabric yields and then gently rebounds as you shift, a subtle sound absorbed by the hushed quiet. Your eyes remain softly closed, allowing your other senses to fully engage with the unfolding night. The delicate chirping of the crickets, a continuous chorus from the dense foliage, and the deep, resonant murmur of the distant Pacific, an ancient breath, remain the primary auditory anchors. Now, woven into this natural harmony is a new, almost ethereal presence. A soft, continuous rustle begins to emerge from the darkness beyond the patio's edge. It is the sound of broad, stiff palm fronds, swaying with a gentle, deliberate motion in the evening breeze. Each sway creates a whisper, a delicate friction of leaf against leaf. A dry, papery sound that is both subtle and pervasive. It is not a harsh rustle, but a soft, rhythmic sigh, like a chorus of unseen hands, gently brushing against vast, dry leaves. The sound rises and falls with the unseen breath of the wind, a soothing, natural rhythm that blends seamlessly with the other nocturnal sounds. You feel the gentle evening breeze, a soft, consistent current of balmy air, brush lightly against your exposed skin. It carries the faint, clean scent of salt and distance from the ocean, mingling with the sweeter, more potent perfume of night-blooming jasmine that drifts from the gardens below. The breeze is the invisible conductor of the palm fronds' soft symphony, guiding their slow, graceful dance in the darkness. You perceive the delicate movement of air across your face, a subtle caress that enhances the auditory experience. Your breathing deepens, slowing to match the rhythm of the swaying palms and the ocean's steady pulse. Thoughts, which had softened into indistinct wisps, now seem to be gently carried away on the breeze, dissolving into the vast, open night. The cool linen of the lounge and the fluid silk of your robe remain comforting presences against your skin, grounding you in this moment of profound tranquility. The soft rustle of the palm fronds, a continuous, almost hypnotic sound, becomes the focal point, drawing your awareness deeper into the peaceful unfolding of the evening. You visualize the immense fronds, dark silhouettes against the star-dusted sky, moving with a slow, deliberate grace, each movement generating its delicate whisper. The shadows they cast are long and fluid, shifting subtly across the unseen landscape beyond the patio. The sound is consistent, yet subtly varied, each rustle unique in its delicate inflection, a testament to the natural artistry of the wind and the leaves. It is a sound that invites a deeper surrender, a letting go into the pervasive calm of the tropical night. The soft rustle of palm fronds swaying in the gentle evening breeze now completely envelops your senses, blending seamlessly with the distant crickets and the ocean's murmur. It is a soft, continuous melody, a natural lullaby that gently guides your mind to stillness, inviting a profound and tranquil rest. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the cushioned lounge, completely at peace, as the subtle sounds of the night weave a cocoon of quietude around you. The soft rustle of palm fronds, swaying in the gentle evening breeze, continues its soothing, rhythmic whisper around you, blending with the distant crickets and the ocean's murmur. You are deeply settled in the cushioned lounge on your open-air patio, enveloped in the balmy warmth of the tropical night. The profound calm, a delicate symphony of natural sounds, has drawn you into a state of deep relaxation, but a subtle, quiet desire for a warm, comforting ritual begins to stir within you as the night deepens further. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, plush cushions, feeling their soft, warm linen yield, and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the quiet air. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth stone tiles of the patio, each step a gentle padding sound that blends with the faint, earthy scent of the sun-baked stone, a grounding sensation that connects you to the villa's solid foundation. With an unhurried grace, you move towards the villa's interior, stepping across the threshold of a wide, open archway. The air immediately transforms, becoming noticeably cooler, a precise, refreshing embrace that washes over your skin, a welcome contrast to the balmy night. The subtle, clean scent of the villa's interior, a faint perfume of white tea and polished stone, greets you. The delicate chirping of the crickets and the deep, resonant murmur of the distant Pacific, once so clear, now soften further, becoming a more muffled, gentle presence beyond the solid walls, a quiet echo in the background. You glide along the familiar, expansive travertine floor of the corridor, each slab perfectly smooth and cool beneath your soles. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, maintained by its discreet climate control, envelops you, a continuous, refreshing current that flows around your form. The low, steady thrum of the air conditioning system, barely audible, becomes a comforting rhythmic backdrop to your quiet progress, a sound of effortless perfection. Your path leads you towards a more intimate, secluded space designed for personal culinary moments. Your private kitchenette. Stepping into the kitchenette, the air is still and clean, carrying only the faintest, almost imperceptible scent of polished wood and stainless steel. The lighting is soft, diffused, emanating from concealed linear fixtures that cast a warm, gentle glow on the pristine surfaces of natural stone countertops and bespoke cabinetry. The floor is of cool, precisely cut travertine, continuing the seamless elegance from the corridor. The profound quiet of the space is broken only by the very distant, muffled hum of the villa's systems. A soft, almost imagined presence. You move towards a section of the counter where a small, meticulously organized collection of teas is housed within a custom-built, dark wood cabinet. Your fingers trace the smooth, cool surface of the wooden panel, feeling its finely polished grain. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you pull open a small drawer, its movement fluid and silent on precision runners. Inside, an array of delicate, airtight ceramic jars awaits, each labeled with elegant, minimalist script. The faint, dry aroma of various herbal infusions rises gently, a delicate, complex blend of soothing botanicals. Your gaze settles on a particular jar, its label indicating your favorite evening blend. A calming composition of chamomile, lavender, and a hint of sweet vanilla bean. You lift the cool, smooth ceramic jar, feeling its satisfying weight, and gently twist open its lid. A delicate, ethereal perfume immediately wafts upwards, a sweet, floral fragrance that is both comforting and profoundly relaxing. You observe the dry, delicate texture of the loose leaves and blossoms within, their muted colors a soft, natural palette. The warm, aromatic steam from your freshly steeped herbal tea, a soothing blend of chamomile, lavender, and sweet vanilla, continues to rise gently in the quiet air of your personal kitchenette. The pale, golden amber liquid in the hand-blown glass teacup radiates a comforting warmth. A delicate perfume that has enveloped your senses and deepened the sense of evening tranquility. The quiet hum of the villa systems and the distant ocean's murmur are subtle companions to this moment of quiet preparation. You lift the delicate glass teacup, its smooth, cool surface now warmed by the steeped infusion, a soothing presence in your hands. The delicate infuser, its work complete, is carefully removed with a soft, almost imperceptible clink against the glass, and placed on a small, pristine ceramic dish beside the cup. With unhurried grace, you turn from the polished stone countertops of the kitchenette, leaving behind the subtle scent of warm botanicals. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth travertine floor, each step a soft, frictionless glide that carries you from the intimate space. You move along the familiar, expansive travertine corridor. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, a refreshing current around you. The soft, diffused lighting from concealed fixtures casts long, gentle shadows that dance subtly with your slow progress. The delicate chirping of distant crickets and the deep, resonant murmur of the Pacific, once so clear, now soften further, becoming a more muffled, gentle presence beyond the solid walls, a quiet echo in the background. Your path leads you back towards the sanctuary of your master suite, where a deeper repose awaits. Entering your suite, the soft, dim light from discreet, low-level fixtures casts a warm, inviting glow. The air here is still and calm, carrying the faint, clean scent of freshly laundered linen and a hint of the night-blooming jasmine that drifts in from the open balcony doors. You approach the large, custom-built wardrobe, its doors crafted from a rich, dark wood, precisely fitted and seamless. Your fingers brush against the cool, smooth surface of a door handle, feeling the finely brushed metal, before you gently pull it open. The movement is fluid, silent, revealing a curated collection of garments. A faint, clean scent of cedar and fine fabric greets you from within the wardrobe, a subtle, comforting aroma that speaks of meticulous care. Your gaze falls upon a garment hanging gracefully, its presence distinct amongst the others. It is a long robe, crafted from the finest pure silk, a deep, rich indigo that seems to absorb the soft evening light, shimmering with an understated luster. It is folded with an elegant precision, its smooth surface hinting at the luxurious texture beneath. You reach for it, your fingertips making first contact with the incredibly smooth, almost liquid fabric, feeling its cool, delicate weight. With a slow, deliberate motion, you gently lift the silk robe from its hanger. The fabric cascades downwards with a soft, ethereal rustle, a whisper of pure silk on silk, a sound that is both delicate and profoundly luxurious. You hold it for a moment, allowing the cool, flowing material to drape over your hands, feeling its exquisite lightness and the subtle, almost imperceptible texture of its weave. The indigo color seems to deepen as it catches the ambient light, a rich, calming shade that promises serenity and comfort. You begin to slowly unfold the silk robe, a mindful process. The fabric yields with a continuous soft whisper, a delicate shush as each fold releases. You smooth out the material with your hands, feeling the utterly frictionless glide of the silk against itself, a sensation of pure, uninterrupted flow. The cool, smooth texture against your skin is immediate and profoundly comforting, a delicate caress that soothes and relaxes. The comforting warmth of the herbal tea, a delicate memory on your palate, still lingers, blending with the exquisite smoothness of the silk robe against your skin. You are deeply settled on the edge of your bed, enveloped in the quietude of your master suite, as the first blush of a new dawn begins to paint the sky outside. The rhythmic murmur of the distant Pacific, a constant, soothing presence, now calls with a clearer, more invigorating cadence, an invitation to greet the day. You gently place the empty glass teacup onto a small, polished side table, its cool, smooth surface, a subtle contrast to the warmth of your hands. The delicate ceramic dish, which held the infuser, remains untouched, a quiet punctuation mark to the serene ritual. With an unhurried grace, you slowly push yourself upright from the edge of the bed, feeling the crisp Egyptian cotton sheets yield and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the hushed quiet of the room. Your bare feet find the familiar, cool travertine floor, each step deliberate, a soft, almost imperceptible padding that guides you from the privacy of your suite. The cool air from the open balcony doors continues to circulate, a delicate caress across your skin, carrying the clean, fresh scent of the new morning, mingled with a faint, sweet hint of jasmine. You move through the softly lit corridor, the ambient glow from concealed fixtures casting long, gentle shadows that seem to stretch and contract with your slow progress. The air remains precisely conditioned, a consistent, comfortable coolness that offers a refreshing transition as you leave the interior rooms. You emerge from the villa's interior onto an expansive, open-air terrace, where the morning sun, now higher, casts a brilliant, clear light across the landscape. The air here is warm, invigorating, carrying the crisp, clean scent of the open ocean, a delightful contrast to the subtle fragrances within the villa. Your bare feet meet the cool, smooth surface of large, pale stone tiles, each one meticulously laid, their edges perfectly aligned, a vast, sun-drenched expanse. The distant, rhythmic roar of the Pacific, a powerful, continuous breath, now swells into a more immediate, resonant presence, filling the air with its raw, natural power. You pause at the very edge of the terrace, a subtle, almost invisible railing of polished chrome defining the boundary between the villa's refined comfort and the boundless natural world. Your gaze lifts, sweeping across the vast, clear blue sky, an unbroken canvas of pure, ethereal azure. Then, your attention is drawn to the villa itself, its elegant form rising gracefully from the cliffside. A masterpiece of modern architecture. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the invigorating morning air to fill your lungs. Your eyes trace the clean, sweeping lines of the villa's structure, the way its pale, natural stone walls and expansive glass panels seem to harmoniously integrate with the rugged contours of the cliff. Each angle is precise, each curve deliberate, a testament to thoughtful design and masterful execution. The sun, now brilliant and strong, illuminates the subtle textures of the stone, highlighting the faint, natural variations in its surface, a quiet play of light and shadow that gives the architecture a living quality. You observe the elegant, extended planes of the villa's roofs, their low profiles blending seamlessly with the horizon, giving an impression of effortless integration. The expansive glass panels, reflecting the deep blue of the sky and the shimmering expanse of the ocean, create an illusion of transparency, allowing the natural world to flow through the structure. The elegant sweep of the villa's architecture, a masterpiece of modern design, stands in quiet harmony against the clear blue sky, bathed in the soft, brilliant light of morning. The deep, rhythmic roar of the distant Pacific, a constant, powerful presence, fills the air with its raw, natural energy, a comforting backdrop to your admiration. You are settled on the expansive, open-air terrace, enveloped in the invigorated warmth of the new day, feeling a profound sense of peace and quiet admiration for the villa's graceful power. You slowly push yourself upright from the comfortable lounge chair, feeling its plush linen cushions yield and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the invigorating air. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth stone tiles of the terrace, each step a gentle padding sound that blends with the faint, clean scent of salt and sun-warmed stone. A grounding sensation that connects you to the villa's solid foundation. With an unhurried grace, you begin to move along the perimeter of the terrace, following its sweeping curve. The sun, now higher, casts brilliant, dancing reflections off the expansive glass panels of the villa, creating fleeting patterns of light that shimmer across the pale stone. The air here is warm, yet carries a refreshing crispness from the open ocean, a delightful contrast to the subtle fragrances within the villa's interior. The distant rhythmic roar of the Pacific, a constant, deep breath, remains a powerful, resonant presence, filling the air with its natural energy. As you walk, your gaze drifts towards a section of the terrace that features a series of shallow, reflecting pools, their surfaces utterly still, mirroring the clear blue sky above. A low, precisely crafted wooden railing, designed from dark, aged teak, runs along the outer edge of this section, providing a subtle, elegant boundary. You approach it, drawn by the rich, deep color of the wood and the inviting smoothness of its finish. You extend your hand, your fingers slowly coming into contact with the cool, smooth surface of the perfectly crafted wooden railing. It feels exquisitely polished, almost silken beneath your touch, a testament to meticulous sanding and expert treatment. The wood is dense, substantial, with a subtle, almost imperceptible grain that you feel more than see, a delicate texture that grounds your senses. The coolness of the wood is immediate, a pleasant contrast to the warmth of the morning air, a refreshing sensation that spreads from your fingertips. You allow your hand to rest gently on the railing, your palm flat against its smooth, wide surface. The wood radiates a quiet strength, a natural elegance that complements the villa's modern aesthetic. You begin to slowly trace the length of the railing with your fingertips, following its perfectly straight line, then the gentle curve as it turns a corner. The soft, continuous glide of your skin against the polished wood creates a delicate, almost inaudible whisper, a subtle friction that is profoundly calming and centering. You notice the precise, seamless joinery. Each section of wood fitted with an exacting perfection, a testament to the artisan's skill. The faint, clean scent of aged teak, a dry, woody aroma, rises gently from the railing, mingling subtly with the fresh, salty breath of the ocean. Your gaze drifts out over the reflecting pools, their still surfaces mirroring the clear blue sky, creating a sense of boundless space. The deep, rhythmic roar of the distant Pacific continues its unwavering cadence, a constant, soothing presence that washes over your senses. The cool, smooth wood beneath your hand, the vast sky above, and the rhythmic sound of the ocean all blend into a singular, tranquil moment. The cool, smooth surface of the perfectly crafted wooden railing, a rich, dark teak, still feels exquisite beneath your fingertips, a grounding presence on the expansive terrace. The elegant sweep of the villa's architecture, now softened by the fading light, stands in quiet harmony against the deepening azure of the evening sky. The deep, rhythmic roar of the distant Pacific, a constant, powerful presence throughout the day, now begins to transform into a more profound and gentle murmur, a quiet invitation as night descends. You slowly lift your hand from the railing, feeling the last subtle coolness of the polished wood. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the cooling air. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth stone tiles of the terrace, each step unhurried, a gentle padding sound that blends with the faint, clean scent of salt and distant bougainvillea, a grounding sensation that connects you to the villa's solid foundation. With an unhurried grace, you move towards a deeply cushioned lounge chair positioned perfectly at the very edge of the terrace, overlooking the vast expanse of the ocean. The air here is balmier, a soft, enveloping warmth that feels gentle on your skin. The sky, which moments ago was a deep blue, now begins its subtle transition into the profound indigo of true night, the last vestiges of twilight fading from the western horizon. The rhythmic murmur of the Pacific, a deep, continuous breath, seems to swell and deepen, filling the air with its ancient, soothing song. You settle into the deep, plush cushions of the lounge chair, feeling the thick, textured linen yield perfectly to your form, cradling your body with an exquisite, enveloping comfort. The indigo silk of your robe spreads around you, its delicate material a soft, flowing layer against the cool linen, settling with a gentle rustle. You arrange a large, soft cushion behind your head, finding the perfect angle to gaze unimpeded at the vast, darkening canvas of the ocean and sky. The world outside begins to recede, leaving only the profound stillness of the night. As your eyes adjust to the deepening darkness, the vast expanse of the ocean, once a shimmering blue, now becomes an inky, almost seamless extension of the night sky. The horizon line, once a clear division, softens, blending into an endless, dark expanse. Then, subtly at first, tiny pinpricks of light begin to emerge from the profound darkness of the distant ocean. They are the distant lights of fishing boats, scattered across the horizon like fallen stars, each one a delicate, almost ethereal twinkle. You focus your gaze, allowing your eyes to softly blur, observing the subtle, almost imperceptible movement of these tiny lights. They appear to float, suspended between the dark ocean and the darker sky, each one a beacon of quiet industry in the vast, silent expanse. Some lights are steady, a soft, unwavering glow, while others seem to gently bob and sway with the unseen undulation of the distant waves, creating a delicate, hypnotic dance. The silence of the night is profound, broken only by the deep, rhythmic murmur of the distant Pacific, a continuous, unwavering pulse that seems to synchronize with the gentle twinkling of the lights. The air is still, save for a gentle, consistent breeze that whispers softly past your ears, carrying the faint, clean scent of salt and distance. You feel a deep sense of peace, a quiet awe at the subtle beauty unfolding before you, the tiny lights, a poignant reminder of life's quiet persistence against the immense backdrop of nature. Your breathing deepens, slowing to match the ocean's steady rhythm, as your thoughts begin to soften, drifting gently like the unseen currents. The distant lights of the fishing boats, twinkling softly on the dark ocean horizon, become the sole focus, a steady, hypnotic presence that gently guides your mind to stillness. The distant lights of fishing boats, twinkling softly on the dark ocean horizon, continue their hypnotic dance, a steady, subtle presence against the vast, inky canvas of the night. The deep, rhythmic murmur of the Pacific, a constant, unwavering pulse, fills the air with its ancient, soothing song. As you recline on the deeply cushioned lounge enveloped in this profound tranquility, a new, delicate sensation begins to subtly grace your senses. The distinct scent of salt and sea mist carried on the gentle evening air. You stir gently within the deep comfort of the linen cushions. The soft fabric yields and then gently rebounds as you shift, a subtle sound absorbed by the hushed quiet. Your eyes remain softly closed, allowing your other senses to fully engage with the unfolding night. The delicate twinkling of the distant lights, a shimmering visual echo on your closed eyelids, and the deep, resonant murmur of the ocean remain the primary anchors. Now, woven into this natural harmony is a new, almost ethereal presence that touches you directly. A soft, cool current of air, barely perceptible, brushes against your exposed skin. It carries with it the unmistakable, clean scent of salt, a pure, briny essence that speaks directly of the vast ocean below. Mingled with this saline aroma is the delicate, almost imperceptible fragrance of sea mist, a faint, damp sweetness that hints at the fine spray rising from the distant waves, carried upward by the gentle evening breeze. It is a fresh, invigorating scent, yet profoundly calming, a direct connection to the elemental power of the sea. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the cool, salt-laced air to fill your lungs. The sensation is cleansing, refreshing, a subtle awakening of your internal landscape. The air feels lighter, crisper, as it flows gently across your face and bare arms. You feel the tiny, almost imperceptible droplets of moisture in the air, a delicate, cool caress on your skin, a testament to the sea mist's subtle presence. This subtle dampness is not chilling, but rather a refreshing, vitalizing touch that enhances the feeling of being deeply connected to the natural world. Your breathing deepens, slowing to match the rhythm of the ocean's steady pulse. Thoughts which had softened into indistinct wisps now seem to be gently carried away on this salt-laced breeze, dissolving into the vast, open night. The cool linen of the lounge and the fluid silk of your robe remain comforting presences against your skin, grounding you in this moment of profound tranquility. The subtle scent of salt and sea mist, a continuous, almost hypnotic presence, becomes the focal point, drawing your awareness deeper into the peaceful unfolding of the evening. You visualize the immense expanse of the ocean, dark and mysterious, silently generating this delicate mist, releasing its ancient essence into the night air. The unseen currents of the breeze gently lift and carry it, diffusing it subtly across the cliffside, delivering it directly to you. It is a natural purification, a cleansing breath from the heart of the Pacific. The subtle dampness on your skin, the clean, crisp scent in your nostrils, and the deep, rhythmic murmur of the waves all intertwine, creating a singular, immersive experience of the tropical night. The subtle scent of salt and sea mist, carried on the gentle evening air, now completely envelops your senses, blending seamlessly with the distant twinkling lights in the ocean's murmur. It is a soft, continuous melody of nature, a natural lullaby that gently guides your mind to stillness, inviting a profound and tranquil rest. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the cushioned lounge, completely at peace, as the delicate fragrances and subtle sounds of the night weave a cocoon of quietude around you. Each breath is a soft, deep inhalation of ocean's essence, a gentle invitation to deeper, unburdened sleep. The subtle scent of salt and sea mist, carried on the gentle evening air, now softly recedes as you draw yourself away from the boundless panorama of the Pacific. The distant lights of fishing boats, twinkling softly on the dark ocean horizon, become a lingering visual memory, a gentle echo on your closed eyelids. The deep, rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a constant, unwavering pulse, continues its soothing song, but a quiet desire for the more intimate, intellectual comforts of the villa begins to stir within you as the night deepens. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, plush cushions of the outdoor lounge, feeling their soft, warm linen yield, and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the balmy air. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth stone tiles of the patio, each step a gentle padding sound that blends with the faint, earthy scent of the sun-baked stone, a grounding sensation that connects you to the villa's solid foundation. With an unhurried grace, you move towards the villa's interior, stepping across the threshold of a wide, open archway. The air immediately transforms, becoming noticeably cooler, a precise, refreshing embrace that washes over your skin, a welcome contrast to the balmy night. The subtle, clean scent of the villa's interior, a faint perfume of white tea and polished stone, greets you. The delicate chirping of the crickets and the deep, resonant murmur of the distant Pacific, once so clear, now soften further, becoming a more muffled, gentle presence beyond the solid walls, a quiet echo in the background. You glide along the familiar, expansive travertine floor of the corridor, each slab perfectly smooth and cool beneath your soles. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, maintained by its discreet climate control, envelops you, a continuous, refreshing current that flows around your form. The low, steady thrum of the air conditioning system, barely audible, becomes a comforting, rhythmic backdrop to your quiet progress, a sound of effortless perfection. Your path leads you towards a more intimate, secluded space designed for quiet contemplation and discovery, the villa's private library. Stepping into the library, the air is still and clean, carrying the subtle, complex aroma of aged paper, fine leather, and polished wood. A rich, comforting blend that speaks of quiet hours spent in pursuit of knowledge and leisure. The lighting is soft, diffused, emanating from concealed sources that cast a warm, gentle glow on the rows of meticulously organized books that line the walls from floor to ceiling. The deep, hand-knotted wool rug offers a soft, yielding warmth beneath your bare feet, a comforting contrast to the cool travertine outside. The distant murmur of the ocean is now a faint, almost imagined hum, replaced by the profound silence of this dedicated space. Your gaze drifts along the shelves, tracing the elegant titles and the varied textures of the bindings. You allow your intuition to guide you, your fingers lightly brushing against the cool, smooth spines of leather-bound classics, the slightly rougher texture of linen-covered volumes, and the delicate, almost imperceptible grain of older, well-loved editions. You pause, drawn to a particular section dedicated to exploration and cartography, where several large, beautifully bound atlases reside. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you select a substantial, leather-bound volume, its cover showing the subtle patina of age and careful handling. The rich, supple texture of the aged leather feels cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, its weight satisfyingly heavy in your hands. You carry it to a large, dark wood reading table, exquisitely polished to a soft sheen, where a slender, focused reading lamp casts a warm, inviting glow. The delicate rustle of turning pages, a soft, ethereal sound that spoke of ancient journeys and imagined worlds, now gently recedes as you close the antique map. The subtle scent of old paper and fine leather, a comforting perfume in the quiet library, begins to fade, replaced by the cleaner, balmier air of the evening. The profound silence of the library, broken only by your quiet contemplation, now yields to the more expansive, yet still hushed, sounds of the tropical night. You gently close the large, leather-bound atlas, feeling the satisfying weight of its cover settle under your fingertips with a soft, almost inaudible sigh. You carefully place it back on the polished dark wood reading table, its presence a quiet anchor in the room. With an unhurried grace, you push yourself upright from the plush armchair, feeling its deep velvet cushions yield and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the hushed quiet. You move from the library, your bare feet finding the deep, hand-knotted wool rug, its thick pile offering a soft, yielding warmth. Each step is deliberate, a muted padding sound that guides you towards the tall, silently pivoting door. As you push it open, the subtle aroma of aged paper and wood recedes, replaced by the clean, precisely conditioned air of the villa's inner corridor. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the Pacific, once a faint hum, now becomes a clearer, more resonant presence as you move towards the open air. You glide along the familiar, expansive travertine floor of the corridor, each slab perfectly smooth and cool beneath your soles. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, maintained by its discreet climate control, envelops you, a continuous, refreshing current that flows around your form. The low, steady thrum of the air conditioning system, barely audible, becomes a comforting, rhythmic backdrop to your quiet progress. Your path leads you towards a wide, open archway, leading onto an expansive, ocean-facing terrace. Stepping onto the terrace, the air immediately transforms, becoming balmier, a soft, enveloping warmth that feels gentle on your skin. The light here is dim, ethereal, illuminated by the soft, golden glow of distant, strategically placed lanterns within the garden, casting long, peaceful shadows. The vast, inky canvas of the night sky, dotted with countless, distant stars, stretches above, a breathtaking panorama that seems to absorb all sound. The rhythmic murmur of the Pacific, a deep, continuous breath, fills the air with its ancient, soothing song. Your bare feet meet the cool, smooth surface of large, pale stone tiles, each one meticulously laid, their edges perfectly aligned. The subtle coolness of the stone is a grounding sensation, a firm presence beneath you. You move towards a deep, comfortable lounge chair, its wide, inviting form upholstered in a thick, textured linen of a soft, neutral hue. The linen looks incredibly comfortable, a promise of deep repose under the open sky. As you slowly lower yourself into the lounge, the plush cushions yield perfectly to your form, cradling your body with an exquisite, enveloping comfort. The indigo silk of your robe spreads around you, its delicate material a soft, flowing layer against the cool linen, settling with a gentle rustle. The air, which had a pleasant balminess, now carries a subtle, cooler edge, a gentle reminder of the open expanse of the ocean. A discreet attendant, moving with practiced quietude, appears at the edge of your vision, carrying a small, meticulously folded cashmere throw. Its color is a soft, muted gray, blending seamlessly with the natural tones of the terrace. The fabric looks incredibly soft, hinting at its luxurious warmth. The soft, warm embrace of the cashmere throw, draped gently over your shoulders, continues to provide a profound sense of comfort as you recline on the deep cushions of the terrace lounge. The rhythmic murmur of the distant Pacific, a constant, unwavering pulse, fills the air with its ancient, soothing song, blending seamlessly with the profound stillness of the tropical night. The subtle scent of salt and sea mist, carried on the gentle evening air, remains a delicate, invigorating presence, a final touch of the vast, open ocean before you seek the villa's more intimate quietude. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, plush cushions, feeling their soft, warm linen yield, and then gently rebound as your weight lifts. The cashmere throw, with a soft, almost imperceptible whisper of fine fibers, is gently shed and folded with unhurried grace, then placed on a nearby side table, its luxurious softness a lingering memory. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the balmy air. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth stone tiles of the patio, each step a gentle padding sound that blends with the faint, earthy scent of the sun-baked stone, a grounding sensation that connects you to the villa's solid foundation. With an unhurried grace, you move towards the villa's interior, stepping across the threshold of a wide, open archway. The air immediately transforms, becoming noticeably cooler, a precise, refreshing embrace that washes over your skin, a welcome contrast to the balmy night. The subtle, clean scent of the villa's interior, a faint perfume of white tea and polished stone, greets you. The delicate chirping of the crickets and the deep, resonant murmur of the distant Pacific, once so clear, now softened further, becoming a more muffled, gentle presence beyond the solid walls, a quiet echo in the background. You glide along the familiar, expansive travertine floor of the corridor, each slab perfectly smooth and cool beneath your soles. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, maintained by its discreet climate control, envelops you, a continuous, refreshing current that flows around your form. The low, steady thrum of the air conditioning system, barely audible, becomes a comforting, rhythmic backdrop to your quiet progress, a sound of effortless perfection. Your path leads you towards a specific, intimate space designed for deep contemplation and focused work, your private study. Stepping into the study, the air is immediately distinct, a profound quietude that settles around you like a soft, invisible blanket. The light here is soft, diffused, emanating from concealed linear fixtures that cast a warm, gentle glow on the rich dark wood panels that line the walls. The floor is covered by a deep, hand-knotted wool rug, its thick pile offering a soft, yielding warmth beneath your bare feet, a comforting contrast to the cool travertine outside. The distant murmur of the ocean is now a faint, almost imagined hum, replaced by the deep, resonant silence of this dedicated space. Your senses are immediately enveloped by the rich, complex scent of old books. It is a dry, earthy aroma, mingling notes of aged paper, fine leather bindings, and the subtle, sweet scent of polished wood. This fragrance, deep and comforting, speaks of countless hours of quiet study, of stories and knowledge carefully preserved. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the nuanced perfume to fill your lungs, a grounding and intellectually stimulating aroma that settles your mind. You move towards a large, meticulously crafted mahogany desk that dominates the center of the room. Its surface, polished to a deep, lustrous sheen, reflects the soft, ambient light with a quiet dignity. You run your fingers lightly over the smooth, cool wood, feeling its substantial presence, the subtle grain, a delicate texture beneath your touch. The profound quiet of your private study, filled with the rich, comforting scent of old books, continues to envelop you, a steady, immersive presence. You are settled in the deep leather armchair, the supple material yielding to your form. As the subtle, ambient light from the reading lamp casts a warm, inviting glow on the polished mahogany desk, the rhythmic murmur of the distant Pacific, a constant, unwavering pulse, is now a very faint, almost imagined hum, softened by the villa's solid walls, a gentle echo in the background of your quiet contemplation. You slowly lift your gaze from the antique map, allowing your eyes to softly blur the intricate lines and faded colors. The delicate scent of aged paper and fine leather, a comforting perfume, still lingers in the air around you. With an unhurried grace, you gently close the leather-bound atlas, feeling its satisfying weight settle under your fingertips with a soft, almost inaudible sigh. You carefully place it back on the polished, dark wood reading table, its presence a quiet anchor in the room. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep, leather armchair, feeling its soft creak as it gently releases your form. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the hushed quiet. Your bare feet, find the deep, hand-knotted wool rug, its thick pile offering a soft, yielding warmth as you rise. The air in the study, still rich with the scent of old books and polished wood, is left behind as you move towards a large, tall window that dominates one wall of the room. As you approach the window, the soft, focused light of the reading lamp is left behind, and the room becomes darker, illuminated only by the faint ethereal glow of the moon filtering through the glass. The air here feels subtly cooler, a delicate contrast to the warmth of the lamp. You stand before the expansive window, its perfectly clean surface offering an unimpeded view of the night sky above the tropical gardens. The distant murmur of the ocean, a very deep and soft hum, now seems to resonate more clearly through the glass, a subtle vibration that connects you to the vastness outside. You allow your gaze to soften, gently focusing on the vast, inky canvas of the night sky. The moon, a luminous orb, hangs suspended high above the horizon, casting a soft, silvery glow over the unseen gardens and the distant, shimmering ocean. Its light is diffused, ethereal, painting the edges of the tropical foliage in soft, ghostly outlines. You observe the subtle, almost imperceptible movement of the clouds. They are wispy, translucent formations, like delicate brushstrokes of gray and silver, drifting slowly across the face of the moon. Each cloud, a soft, ethereal veil, passes with an unhurried grace, momentarily softening the moon's brilliant light, then revealing it again in a slow, continuous dance. You watch as the edges of the clouds catch the moonlight, turning from a soft, almost invisible gray to a luminous silver, a delicate shimmer against the profound darkness. The movement is hypnotic, a silent, celestial ballet that unfolds with an exquisite slowness. The air feels utterly still, yet you perceive the subtle, unseen currents that guide these ethereal forms across the vast expanse. The profound silence of the study, broken only by the very distant, muffled murmur of the ocean and the barely audible hum of the villa's systems, allows you to fully immerse yourself in this tranquil observation. You feel a deep sense of peace, a quiet awe at the effortless, natural artistry unfolding before you. Your breathing deepens, slowing to match the unhurried drift of the clouds, as your thoughts begin to soften, dissolving gently into the vast, open night, becoming as light and ethereal as the clouds themselves. The slow drift of clouds across the moon, a silent, hypnotic dance in the night sky, has gently guided your mind to stillness, leaving a profound sense of peace. The distant murmur of the Pacific, a very faint, almost imagined hum, continues its soft, rhythmic pulse, a gentle echo in the profound quiet of your private study. The subtle scent of old books and polished wood, a comforting perfume, still lingers in the air around you, a final touch of intellectual tranquility before surrendering to rest. You slowly push yourself upright from the deep leather armchair, feeling its soft creak as it gently releases your form. The indigo silk robe, a fluid extension of your comfort, whispers softly with a delicate rustle, a subtle sound in the hushed quiet. Your bare feet find the deep, hand-knotted wool rug, its thick pile offering a soft, yielding warmth as you rise. The subtle aroma of aged paper and wood is left behind as you move towards the door, a quiet transition from one sanctuary to another. You move from the study, your bare feet gliding across the cool, smooth travertine of the corridor. Each step is deliberate, a soft, frictionless sound that barely disturbs the profound stillness of the villa's private spaces. The precise, consistent coolness of the villa's interior air, maintained by its discrete climate control, envelops you, a continuous, refreshing current that flows around your form. The low, steady thrum of the air conditioning system, barely audible, becomes a comforting, rhythmic backdrop to your quiet progress, a sound of effortless perfection. Your path leads you directly to the sanctuary of your master suite, where the promise of deep sleep awaits. Entering your suite, the light is soft, dim, emanating from discrete, low-level fixtures that cast a warm, inviting glow. The air here is still and calm, carrying the faint, clean scent of freshly laundered linen and a hint of the night-blooming jasmine that drifts in from the open balcony doors. You approach the bed, its pristine Egyptian cotton sheets, a welcoming sight, their cool, smooth surface inviting a deep, restorative rest. The delicate scent of freshly laundered linen, clean and subtle, wafts gently towards you, a promise of comfort and purity. With a slow, deliberate motion, you reach out and gently draw back the duvet. The fine fabric whispers softly as it folds back, a delicate rustle that is absorbed by the hushed quiet of the room. Beneath, the perfectly made bed is revealed, a pristine expanse of cool, crisp Egyptian cotton sheets, tautly stretched over the plush mattress. You notice the subtle weave of the fabric, the fine, even threads that speak of exceptional quality and meticulous care. The surface is utterly smooth, a seamless canvas of inviting softness. You gently shed your indigo silk robe, allowing its fluid material to fall with a soft, ethereal whisper onto a nearby chaise lounge, its rich color a deep shadow in the dim light. Now, your skin feels the cool, soft air of the room, a delicate caress that prepares you for the exquisite comfort of the bed. You approach the edge of the bed, feeling the subtle give of the mattress as you slowly lower yourself onto its surface. The sensation of sinking into the cloud-like comfort of your perfectly made bed is immediate and profound. The plush mattress yields gently, molding itself to the contours of your body with an exquisite, enveloping softness. It feels as though you are being cradled, suspended in a weightless embrace, every point of contact supported with a delicate firmness. The cool, crisp Egyptian cotton sheets glide against your skin, a smooth, silken touch that is both refreshing and deeply comforting. The fine threads feel incredibly soft, a luxurious caress that invites complete surrender. You stretch out, allowing your limbs to relax fully, feeling the soft, yielding support beneath you. The profound sensation of sinking deeper into the cloud-like comfort of your perfectly made bed continues to envelop you, a gentle, unwavering embrace that cradles every curve of your body. The cool, crisp Egyptian cotton sheets, a pristine expanse of exquisite softness, glide effortlessly against your skin, a continuous, silken caress that soothes and refreshes. The dim, ambient light of your master suite, a soft, inviting glow, has now softened further, almost imperceptibly fading into the quiet depths of the night. You allow your body to settle even more deeply into the plush mattress, feeling its exquisite, yielding support respond to your every contour. It feels as though the mattress itself breathes with you, a soft, almost imperceptible rise and fall that mirrors your own steady rhythm. The fine weave of the Egyptian cotton, meticulously crafted, provides a delicate, almost frictionless surface, allowing your limbs to shift with effortless ease. The plump, supportive pillows beneath your head and neck offer a cloud-like softness, yet with a precise, comforting firmness that perfectly cradles your skull, releasing any lingering tension from your shoulders and jaw. You close your eyes, allowing the last vestiges of visual input to recede entirely. The subtle scent of freshly laundered linen, clean and pure, envelops you, a delicate, grounding aroma that deepens the sense of peace and cleanliness. Beneath this pristine fragrance, a faint, sweet hint of night-blooming jasmine, carried on the softest breath of air from the open balcony doors, still lingers, a gentle, ethereal perfume that seems to soften the edges of your thoughts. The consistent, cool air from the villa's discreet climate control flows gently across your exposed skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible caress that maintains a perfect, unwavering comfort. Your attention drifts to your breath, observing its natural, unhurried rhythm. Each inhalation is soft, deep, and full, filling your lungs with the clean, cool air. Each exhalation is long and effortless, a gentle release, carrying away any remaining whispers of the day. You feel the subtle expansion and contraction of your chest, a quiet, repetitive motion that becomes a central anchor for your awareness. The weight of the duvet, light yet comforting, rests softly over your body, a delicate, breathable blanket that maintains a perfect, consistent warmth without any sense of heaviness or constriction. The fine fibers of the duvet feel exquisitely soft against the top sheet, a barely there texture that hints at luxurious comfort. From the profound quiet of your master suite, the very distant, muffled murmur of the Pacific continues its ancient, soothing song. It is a deep, continuous breath, a rhythmic lull that seems to resonate from far below the cliffside, a subtle, unwavering pulse that blends seamlessly with the gentle rhythm of your own breathing. Beyond this oceanic hum, the faintest, almost imperceptible thrum of the villa's sophisticated systems, maintaining its perfect environment, provides a constant, low-frequency backdrop, a sound of effortless, continuous comfort. These sounds are not intrusive, but rather form a delicate, harmonious tapestry of quietude, gently holding you in their embrace. You feel your muscles relaxing further, softening into the cloud-like embrace of the bed. Any lingering tension in your jaw, your forehead, your shoulders, slowly dissolves, melting away with each long, gentle exhalation. The smooth, cool sensation of the Egyptian cotton against your skin is continuous, unwavering, a tactile anchor that keeps your awareness gently tethered to the present moment. Your thoughts, which had been like wisps of cloud drifting across the moon, now become even softer, more ethereal, dissolving into indistinct patterns, losing their form and urgency, fading into a gentle, expansive emptiness.